Yes, we are in Moose Jaw. It's time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Ford, proud partner of the Canadian Curling Association. We'll do the teams in just a minute. Let's just take the other team games on the ice, and we'll start off with Sherry Madaw against Stephanie Lawton, both former winners of this event. Kevin Martin has won this event 4 times. John Epping out of Ontario, very good team, has the potential of upsetting some people this week. Stoughton and Howard is our featured game on Sheet C. Sheet E, there is a Sheet D not being used today. It's Team Jones, but without Jennifer Jones. Caitlin Laws taking her place, playing Crystal Webster of the Glencoe in Calgary. All right, now there are the 5 sheets, and the reason there are 5 sheets in play, to get all the games in 5 days, they need 5 sheets. Let's meet the teams, and as mentioned, brought to you by Ford, a proud partner of the Canadian Curling Association for 19 years, and the skip is Jeff Stoughton. John Meade, Reed Carruthers, we know, but there's a new person at lead. That's Mark Nichols, of course, the gold medal winner with Brad Gushue 2006, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. And then the reigning Canadian and world champions, what a year they had a year ago, Glenn Howard with Craig Saville, Brent Lang, and Wayne Madaw, here at the Capital One Canada Cup. So they all, Kathy, had a draw to the button to cumulatively determine who would have the last rock, and it will be Stoughton that has the hammer going into this first end of play. Stoughton to play the Redstones, Howard to play the yellow. They've met so many times, but it's such a big prize that's available here if they can, in Stoughton's mind anyway. Stoughton wants that direct ticket. He must win this event.
Well, Amos, you talked about Glenn Howard already being in for Jeff Stoughton. Getting to the finals against a team like Glenn is not good enough. You have to win this event to get that coveted berth. So the plan is very clear for Jeff Stoughton.
It's not heavy.
Gotta get it in, though.
Hard, guys. Hard.
Wow, he faded it a little bit, but not that much.
So Craig Saville into the top 12. And in a field like this, Kathy, when you look at these teams and how good they are, there's no day off.
No.
Not one. I mean, if you look at, with all respect to a Canadian Championship, a Brier field, or a Scotties field, some of the top teams may say, okay, there's somebody we might. There's no chance today.
There's not, and none of those teams would ever tell you publicly that they feel that they can let off. But in your mind, you know that there are games that are must-wins, that are games that maybe you don't have to play your best to win. As you look at this field, you need to be firing on all cylinders all days to walk away on Sunday with what you were hoping when you came in.
Okay. Now what are you going to do, Jeff?
So right around, so that Stone, they hit the stick. Saville leaves him in the free guard zone, and interesting, just the chat. They know each other so well, that a little bit of talk. And here we go. This interesting story, of course, that now Mark Nichols, at the age of 32 from Labrador City, made the move after taking a year off away from the game, got the call from Stoughton. Do you want to come and play lead for me? Steve Gould leaving the team after last year, and he said he thought about it. He talked with his wife, and they've packed up and now taking up residency in Winnipeg, and he's the lead for Jeff Stoughton.
Well, they're talking about the movement of the stones. It's our first opportunity to watch the ice. I split 16 between the hog lines there. They're talking about the rock. If you throw 16, it's just not going to make the house.
At best?
Yeah, kind of like what you're throwing in practice.
4.5 is the weight right now.
Is the good spot.
Yeah. Okay. So 4 at best, yeah.
Jamie Barassa, the head ice maker, has done many a Brier and Scott. A great ice maker, but for the teams, it's a little bit about feeling out the ice.
It's pretty good right now.
Especially early first thing in this morning, in this first draw.
Hard. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Brent Lang.
Gotta go real hard. Go, if you got it. You got a beauty. You get it here. You got a beauty. You get it here. Go, guys. Keep going. Go, Savvy. Go.
Oh, they're going to feather it if they can just drag this through. No, and it'll rub and roll into the top 12. All the teams did get a chance to practice on the ice in all 5 sheets yesterday. How much of a dramatic difference is there between that practice, when the ice is so green and in some cases heavier,
For sure.
than it is this morning.
You know, Vic, it's not dramatic on shots like this where they're playing some weight. Where the teams will see a difference today is in the movement of draws or lighter stones. They'll also see differences as this building fills up during the course of the day. By night, it's the third draw. And that's where you'd start to see the difference. Probably not this morning as much as later today.
I do the same thing, don't you?
Same.
Same
yeah,
shot.
Any chance the shot I can make. That's totally in between there. Don't worry about the line. It goes in.
Sariq Crothers unable to hold the shooter,
Yeah, no less.
and gives Brent Lang another chance. He wants another chance at this.
A little touch more. Hard.
Line's good. Points there. Okay. Room. Line only. Line's good. Close.
Craig Saville on the left,
Whoa.
Madon on the
Line's
right.
good.
Whoa, Rue.
Line's
Wait,
real
sir.
good.
Wait, sir. Wait, sir.
Should warp in there.
Wait, sir.
Okay.
Wait,
Line's
sir.
real good.
Wait, sir.
There's that big finish.
And it'll just slip back of the tee line, back 8 foot. There's one notable change about the format of play here at the Capital One Canada Cup of Curling. You'll see it at all the championship events now. We're playing 10 end games, 7-team round robin. First team to the final, second and third will advance to the semi. The time clocks, that's the difference.
Well, it's thinking time, Vic. Often what we see is the clocks tick down
curling, no, don't worry
during the
about it.
course of the
Curling.
game. What they're doing at this event, and we will see it more frequently, is
I'm not
thinking
gonna call it
time.
five
And so
going.
when your rock crosses the tee line, your clock is not running. When it comes to stop and you step away and the other team starts to think about what they will do, that's when your clock kicks in. So it no longer penalizes the teams that play draws. It penalizes the teams, if you will, that dither over what to play.
And the running time, or that thinking time, is 40 minutes. It's 40 minutes plus the 5 minutes in an extra end. Both teams will get 2 90-second timeouts as well.
You see it, Reed?
And the biggest difference we see, and the reason why teams are penalized,
Lots of line.
the majority of that
Line's
time,
good.
Kathy, occurs late in the game.
Yeah, you gotta go,
when a
Vic.
team is
It's real
trying to
good,
come
eh?
back.
Well.
The team that's down maybe in the
Line's real
10th
good. Line's
and
real
has
good.
to play the draws because those draws take more time. So why penalize them because they have to draw? Wayne Madon. Wasn't he wonderful a year ago, and continues right here, picks it up, wraps it around, and here is Howard sitting the 2 covered without last rock here in the first.
Back 8.
In my opinion, Vic, what Wayne Madon brings to this Howard team is so much more than his shot making that we saw at the Brier and the Worlds last year was spectacular. He brings some enthusiasm, and it's not that the Glenn Howard team was stale, but when you play together for a long time and you have a long season, you know, it starts to be, oh, we're getting on a plane going to Switzerland. Oh, we're getting on a plane going to Brampton. This is completely different. This is somebody who is excited about being back, and he brought that enthusiasm back with great results last year.
Nichols and Carruthers couldn't save it. The little tick, the little rub, and rolls all the way through. And in those two, and in Mark Nichols in particular, think about all the great brushing he did in that gold medal run they had with Gouger.
Last, isn't it?
Madon's second. Here in the first, our opening day coverage, draw 1 of the Capital One Canada Cup from Moose Jaw.
Let it curl. Let it curl.
Yeah, I know. Let it curl. Get it over here. Leave it for a center. Okay.
Well, let's take a look at the game plan these two teams just may have, brought to you by World Financial Group, helping families have better financial futures.
Well, for Team Jeff Stoughton, they've gone head-to-head a number of times, 40 times in Bonspils, but the last 6 have been straight losses to Howard, and Howard certainly has had Jeff's number over the years, needs to turn that around, and this first end is a great place to turn it around. He's going to be very happy he's got last rock.
A little light to me.
So a little light out of the hand. Thought of
tight.
either Nichols or Carruthers.
Hard.
Yeah.
Halfway. High. Okay, get it over there, guys. As far as you can get it over.
Boy. Interesting here because
Keep
you
going,
say
get it
he'll
over.
be glad to have last rock, Stoughton. glad to have it because all the play was to the side. Now where that stone ends up, maybe blocks a little bit of what he can use. Let's take a look at the Howard game plan.
Well, the only interesting thing for Glenn Howard is that he needs to find intensity in this event. He and Kevin Martin have a berth. The other teams will be playing tough. Needs to find that way. What a great way to eliminate some of your biggest competition. Both teams need to avoid the big end. Typically, they play lots of rocks. A big shot often means 3 or 4, and that can sort of sound the death knell for your opponent.
Boy, I tell you what, Kathy, look at where John Meade's stone ends up. Overlapped. Look at what he can get behind, he being Howard. I mean, for somebody in a first end, even without last rock, he just must be salivating here because he sees something.
Well, for Glenn Howard, it's a great position when you're playing to look down the ice, be too buried, and have a chance to put more against your opponent. That last stone that was short by John Meade gave a center guard, which is the last thing you want when you have last rock.
Line's good, fully.
Hard, guys.
Fully.
Hard.
Line's real good.
Red line, Craig Saville.
Leave it open, leave it open.
And they won't be able to drag it there. Maybe the pebble out a little wider.
Very possible, or they're throwing as they did in practice, which was all towards the center in a tighter spot.
4?
Yeah?
Like it's patchy, right?
It's patchy.
Nobody's thrown over here. Nobody's thrown that in-turn at all. But I didn't want to go back button.
No, but that's why I was telling you what I was telling you. I was
know.
thinking the exact same thing. Top 8's good.
The reason top 8 better than button, why?
You got to throw.
Well, for top 8, meaning that especially where the stone is, Vic, it's wide open. Even if they went top 8, for Jeff, if it's buried, he has to go way outside. The further they go, the more no man's land it is.
Okay, look where this brush is now. He's out in the middle of the 12-foot here to get around that stone just played by Glenn Howard.
It will stay out for the longest time. The move all comes at the end.
Line only. Back 4.
Getting tighter.
Yep. Line only. Back 8. Whoa.
So heavy.
All there. Where are you? Back 8. Try and be shot, but not.
Whoa,
leave
you can.
room.
Yep. Hard reach.
Go read.
Whoa.
Yep. No, it's good. It's good. Okay. It's all right.
So ends up
Go, Jeff.
just back T-line, back of the button.
Yeah. He whipped that.
Just inside edge, I guess. Yeah. Good edge.
I think you got to be edge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Glenn, you're trying to get here across it. Shot.
Look at the difference in ice for this shot for Howard as compared to Stoughton. Stoughton went out
He whipped
mid-12.
it, didn't he? You know, I agree. I agree with that too. Okay. I give it 10 feet, eh?
Yeah.
And he's going edge, and he wants to cross the face.
He's taking less, Vic, because Jeff got by that front guard with a lot of space. And so he got a very good read off Jeff. Tighten the ice up to get just to the inside. Would like to be shot, but anywhere just in front.
Wait's there.
And frozen is a great shot.
Final stone for Howard here in the first. And this one's hanging.
Well, no help from the sweepers, just through that.
Hard way.
It's a third stone in that path, and he got caught.
And to the back.
Back.
And so from going sitting to,
Heavy, the line's not close.
But it's right up to hit it. Stick.
now here is Stoughton with an opportunity to draw for a couple. What a turnaround in 2 stones.
You were so concerned. I'm glad you never played with me.
Just a little bit less, guys?
Yeah.
I loved it in my hand. I thought I didn't overthrow that. There's no way I overthrew that.
I guess.
Hold on, Jeff. It's only one rock.
Yeah.
Because he just went edge.
We'll tell you what we think.
Now, the big turnaround was the last 2 stones. Jeff making a very good shot. And now a chance for the deuce.
He whipped it.
A little bite of the blue for 2.
Wait's good.
Stoughton his last here in this opening end from Moose Jaw.
We're there. Whoa. Wider.
Wait's good.
Now remember what they said about patchy.
Just straight draw.
The ice being
Straight
patchy.
draw, Reed. You got none back.
There may be some spots here where it runs a little quicker.
Yeah, you're good. Good boy. Good job.
Great job. And a big sigh of relief for Jeff Stoughton. And a shake of the head from Glenn Howard. He knows he let him off the hook. So what if you win this and you haven't already gotten your ticket to Winnipeg? Well, you would get it here. But also there's the $14,000 if you should win. You'll get a chance to go to the Canadian Trials if you haven't already. The Continental Cup in 14 is going to be played in Las Vegas.
Cha-ching.
And of course, it's all about points. And you'll hear teams talking about points all the time. 45 points going to the winning team. And you see 9,000, 5,000, respectively, to second and third as we welcome you back to this beautiful mosaic place. Opened in August of last year, seats 4,500. There are private boxes all around. They have a waiting list. They have 3,200 season ticket holders for the Moose Jaw Warriors.
Fantastic.
Jeff Stoughton scores a couple in that first. And so here in the second end of play, it is Glenn Howard that has the last rock. He has the hammer, playing the Yellow Stones.
Well, and you can be sure that at the break, Jeff Stoughton would have said to his team, you guys got to help me out a little bit. Let's go. And for Glenn Howard, frustration for sure, because if he's anywhere short on that last one, it makes Jeff Stoughton's draw that much harder instead of allowing him to throw the same shot twice.
We're trying to throw a hack.
Speed's half decent.
Just back ring.
Okay, yeah.
Won't be awful, a little bit,
So
though.
first stone from Mark Nichols went top 4. Saville went to the corner, covering the 8.
Whoa.
Nichols puts up the center guard, and this is Saville with his second.
Yep. Hard. Hard. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Back ring.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Go with the shooter.
Brent.
Full eight.
Go.
Full eight.
Hard, Brent.
Go. Full
Hard.
eight.
Go. Attaboy.
Oh, he gets the little chip to push it out. Kathy into the open, gets the roll over behind the corner. It's not shot stone, but it's buried.
It's a lovely option on that shot. You can certainly corner freeze it and create that problem that way, but because of that roll, Jeff's forced to peel. Good outcome.
Yep. Whoa. Easy.
Reed Carruthers has got the Movember stash going. And
We hope. That's all it is.
That's right. If not, he should look in a mirror. I'll have to ask him if it's going to come off at the end of the month.
Bring him a razor on Saturday.
I like that. Board.
We're going to score with you going around the center.
Can I throw board here, or does it have to be heavier?
Board's close.
Board's close. Yeah, don't be light board.
It's interesting how they're guessing a little bit now.
They are. I think that the first in shook them just a little bit, not necessarily with the weight that Glenn threw, but they've seen that outside it's going to run a little bit before it starts to take its move, and so that in-between weight is a little bit unknown at this point.
Okay. That was up, eh? What? That was really big, wasn't it? That was bored.
You going to keep it up here, or you going to throw 50?
Would he have liked? And now he rolled away, obviously, and does it. Makes the double a little tougher. But would he have preferred to roll in behind the center guard? Was that what he's hoping to do?
No. At this point, he's trying to keep those stones as far away from each other as they can, Vic.
Down, Jeff. Bumper.
I think I would know that after so many years.
I'm here for you.
Just bump. Yep.
Thanks very much.
Whoa. Yep. Yeah. Whoa. Yep.
And the roll and in behind, and it'll spill out into the back, but remains shot stone at the back. Let's update you. Sherry Madaw has picked up a single, and that's against Stephanie Lawton, 2 former winners of the Canada Cup. A blank in the opening end as John Epping plays Kevin Martin. John Epping out of the Donalda Club in Toronto, a former Players champion. And Jennifer Jones of the St. Vital with Caitlin Laws skipping has the 1-0 lead on Crystal Webster. Should offer our congratulations to Jennifer and Brent Lang on the birth of their daughter Isabella on November the 13th. Isabella Ann. Congratulations to you both.
For sure, I can guarantee you that with all of those great things that Jennifer has accomplished, that as a mom I can say that for sure what she has just done will bring her the best rewards in life. Congratulations to both.
Just spice the floor, no deeper.
And a lot of great hair as well.
Too heavy.
Shot.
Good eye, Wayne.
That's so easy at the end.
Good speed here. Should be right up, eh?
Yep.
Glenn Howard electing to play the draw on that shot, even though it is the Stoughton stone that is the second shot. It's at the back of the house. No point creating a wall.
Taking a live look now at the game between Kevin Martin and John Morris in the second. And it is Epping. John Epping from the Donalda in Toronto, sitting 2 on the edge of the 8-foot. So this is a draw for the single for Kevin Martin, who already has his ticket to the curling trials at the MTS Center in Winnipeg next December. He is the defending champion of the Capital One Canada Cup. To the back of the 4 for the single, and on the board, Martin with the lead.
He freezes.
It freezes out turn. What do we do?
Well, in our shot, that red stone in the 8-foot just thrown by John Mead, just a little bit short of the freeze that was called.
Then we hit the guard, I guess. Hit the guard.
Whoa. Not heavy. Whoa.
Whoa.
Just hack.
Just hack.
Close.
Yep. Whoa.
Yep.
Hack.
Yep.
Hard. Whoa.
Whoa.
Weight's perfect.
Whoa. Shot.
That way.
Shooting, guys.
Yeah, that's a call.
Hey?
That's a call, I think.
It's unreal, eh?
Here, guys.
Sorry,
same.
I didn't see where he
I didn't see what we're doing.
Freezing. Same? Like
Yeah,
the weight's the same.
I think it's close. You gotta go. I think
Corner
you gotta go
freezing,
another
corner freezing on that
Like it's
the
heavier?
shot stone top edge of the button.
He is. He's attempting to play the same shot. You can hear all of the discussion. John Mead, for himself, needs to make a really good shot so that he's confident with the weight. He's in a different path, different shot.
Off the can! I don't think it's that heavy, guys.
Much needed freeze.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard.
Nichols and Carruthers with a big scrub, and by 1, and now they need to get it by that, and it'll crash in front.
Great weight.
Slight
Yeah, I didn't think it
overlap,
was-
maybe just a little overlap there.
Thanks.
Good spot, John. Who cares if it goes to the back ones?
Well, Stoughton's happy because he does have, I guess, the double run back possibility, Kathy.
He does.
Straight back on the guard.
He makes either one of those. He can only sit one.
All right, over
Unless he
quickly to
drills
the
it.
game between Madaw and Lawton. After Madaw opened up with a single, Stephanie Lawton, 2-time winner of the Canada Cup out of the Granite Club in Saskatoon. You saw Sherry Anderson holding the brush for the 32-year-old skip. And this is a chance for 2 if she can hang it right there.
Sherry Madaw played a hit on her final stone, tried to roll it, but stuck it there and created the opportunity, and the deuces scored.
So Lawton has the applause from the Saskatchewan crowd here in Moose Jaw. The only Saskatchewan team in the field is
Throw it good to give Cliffy a read.
Stephanie Lawton from the Granite in Saskatoon.
Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Clean. Whoa.
Wayne Madaw.
Not later.
All he had, all he really could do there, just peel off the guard.
He could have tried to run it straight back. If you pop it straight back, you may get fortunate to peel those 2, but you leave the guard there, and if you don't hit it right, you run it into your own. There's definitely a double there now if Jeff does not make a great shot.
Oh, I think he's topping. Where is he? Oh, sure what he's doing.
Did it move?
Nice
Not
weight.
very strong.
Yeah. Nice weight.
I was kind of shocked I did it. So
It's in double.
Just grazed the two.
Yeah.
yeah. I think that's a stroke for sure.
Deal?
Nice weight.
Nice weight.
A little more, John.
Well, and for Jeff, it's about minimizing. He's got those 2 red stones in a great spot. Doesn't want to give up the big end. We talked about that being part of his game plan.
Little up.
Playing weight to eliminate Howard Stone, maybe get the inside roll.
Skip stones here in the second.
Whoa, hard. Whoa. Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay, that's good.
Got a little twist and
Hey, Jeff.
gets over there for second
That
shot.
was good weight.
Yeah.
Right here. Mind that all.
Skinny double.
I thought it was too.
Its weight is huge.
You double the top 2.
Ooh, how?
Well, you just hit this one anywhere. As long as you miss the 6 rock,
And then he freezes, but where he hits it rolls with toes.
you're going to be half in front of it, right? If you hit this first, sit right there.
Yeah,
I guess he makes that double, but
I think I like this one.
you like that better? Okay.
You know,
So
that was the
just
big
even-
thing we always talked about, remember? About when Wayne joined the team. What would he be able to do as a former skip? Would he be able to defer? And he's
Just back range somewhere.
done exactly what's asked of him.
Well, he has, because in many ways, Wayne's right. They peeled the
Sort of like
guard
back
to have
range.
access to the
Just
double of the
one
2 red ones in
Yeah,
front.
I can, but got the line's the key.
Yeah.
This is your draw path, basically, isn't it?
So here's
It
what
is,
they were
yeah.
planning on opening up. So that was a shot that Wayne was calling. But because Jeff has thrown it at the back, Glenn's changed his mind, which is a skip's prerogative. And as you say, Wayne just went along with it. That's what a good third does.
That's what a good color commentator does too, Kathy.
Hey, clean it.
Weight's good.
Is there a hint in there?
Just to remind you.
Whoa.
Clean it.
Whoa.
Clean
Little
it.
bump.
Clean
Yep.
it.
Whoa.
Clean
Gotta
it.
go to move it far enough.
Whoa. Whoa. It's a
boy.
curl.
Gotta go to move
Needs
far
to
enough.
curl. Don't have A-line.
Interesting.
Didn't curl?
Lang and
We're
Saville.
not second?
Tap it up.
God,
Where are we going?
what's going on?
They thought whether the communication wasn't there, where Madad they didn't hear him say that it needed to curl,
Okay, the weight's
but man, they
perfect.
pounded that.
Right. It's like I went to the button with John Wakener.
Yeah.
Right?
And
So I
you're
started throwing a
Well, they're wondering line. The challenge is, you're right. They were pounding it,
Might be.
thinking
Yeah.
they were going for
We
line
can always do this.
when
I
they didn't
guess.
need to.
Get better in here, right? Okay. Or tap that one up. Yeah, because this is, you leave it something around, you could get 3. Yeah. Try and play this. Yeah, maybe we'll just do that, eh? Okay. Okay. Let's go bumper. Okay.
Well, 2 schools of thought on this one for sure.
Dropping in on the game between Jennifer Jones's team with Caitlin Laws, of course, skipping against Crystal Webster from the Glencoe Club in Calgary. Jones with the 1-0 lead. And this is a draw against 2. Edge of the 4. 1 full and top 8.
Weight's a little heavy. No.
Close.
No.
Yep.
No.
Whoa.
Narcy,
No.
Jeff
No.
removing, trying
No.
to remove another Howard Stone and roll to the center.
Yep.
Yep, hard line for you. Yep.
Very good. Probably a little heavy.
Terry Lynn Ramsey, Sam Preston on the brush. Oh boy, this is going to just be light and bend too much. And that's a steal of 2 for Jones, up 3-0.
Well, Jeff really discussed 2 options on his shot. One was to play that tap to the 4. The other was to make the shot he just did, although he was hoping to roll to the inside. And really his shot selection was based on, if I don't tap it perfectly, do I allow an opportunity for a big shot by Glenn Howard? So again, momentum switches and a chance for the deuce here for Glenn Howard.
Yep. Clean it.
Final stone here
Clean it. Whoa.
in
Whoa.
2.
Right on the nose. Right on the nose.
right on the beat and push it through, and there they are, 2 yellow. So 2 of the very best trade 2s through the first 2. Just weaving. Goche is alongside, and we have a problem with the handle. Remember now they're using the electronic handles, the hog lines, the eye and the hog, and so as Mark Nichols tipped it back, I'm assuming that the light didn't come on properly, Kathy.
It is indeed what happened. So he's messing with it, but they'd prefer to have a more professional approach.
Yes. 2-2 tie after 2, and in this third, Stoughton will have the hammer playing the Red Stones. You'll hear the curlers talking. You saw earlier when we showed you what's at stake here, the money as well as the points. Unless you really follow it very closely, the players will often talk now about points. What are we going to get if we win this event, or second or third? Well, you have to think of curling now as you would with any other league, or the NASCAR points, or the points in a NHL, or points you earn in basketball. That's how the Canadian Curling Association determines what teams will qualify, and it's all about earning points. So you earn points on the gold trail, and when you think about it now, they give 1 spot to the defending Canada Cup champion Kevin Martin. Now, Glenn Howard last year had a terrific year, and his Brier win, those points put him over the top and made him the leader. So that's why he got the automatic berth, or that ticket to Winnipeg. Everyone else, though, is looking for those points that might get them to there should they not win this weekend. Now, he's in. Kevin Martin still wants it, still says he has the fire to win another gold medal.
Well, he does. He's still playing. And just to go back to the points, Vic, as they continue to, they essentially tried to reboot the rock. I'm going to put that in layman's terms. They took it out, put the battery back in to see if it was just maybe a connection issue. It wasn't. So they're gone now to get a different handle altogether to put on the stone. When curlers compete, every bonspiel has a certain amount of points. And it is those points that they accumulate. So if you're married to a curler this year, you have not seen your partner at all, because they're traveling, trying to get points every weekend.
Well, that's the thing, exactly. There are so many events, and they actually plan out their seasons looking for events that will give them points.
The most points.
The most points to add up. And that's why you'll see teams, as golfers do, down the stretch, trying to make the top 125, playing an event they might not normally, trying to make the top 125 money winners. They'll play extra events looking for those points. All right, well, they're fixing this handle and getting it fired up. We're going to just go over to sheet B and drop in on this game between Martin and John Epping. 1-0. Martin. He got his single in the second, and now 1, 2, 3. This is a draw for 4 for John Epping.
Massive miscue by Kevin Martin, Vic. On his final stone, he played a hit and drove it his own straight back, wound up jamming at the back, rolling out, and so it is, in fact, as you say, a draw for 4. This is huge.
Now, on the left, that's Scott Howard. Dave Mathers is on the right. This is a very young front end. They both played with an Ontario junior champion. We saw him, Matt Cam, a couple of years ago at the Canadian Juniors in the final. And at third position is Scott Bailey. And let's remember now, Scott is a former Canadian champion, having played with Wayne Madaw.
Shot there, Mr. Bailey.
You've got Epping, Bailey, and these 2 young guys at the front end. And there's thought that this is a team of the future, if not already there. You know, people go, who is this John Epping? Well, he doesn't play a lot on the tour, plays primarily in Ontario. But ask anybody that steps onto the ice against them, and they're worried about it.
And they should be. You know, when you look at the future of the game, we're watching at the current of the game today with Stoughton and Howard. But you have to, if you're a fan of curling, you have to know that there is some youth coming up that will take care of Canada. And John Epping is one of them. Mike McEwen is another one. These guys haven't won yet, but so what? They will. Great, great teams.
Jamie Barassa turns his back, walks away. He's the head ice maker from Calgary, and looks like he got it
Not that much TV
working.
time left, boys. You got to milk it for all it's worth, eh?
Yeah.
Replaced the handle totally.
Yeah.
And so we're ready to continue here in this third end of a 2-2 tie. And it is Jeff Stoughton
Yeah, a little
and
bit
the
more. A little more.
team from the Charleswood in Winnipeg that has Last Rock playing the Red Stones. And their lead, Mark Nichols.
T-line plus.
Easy. Whoa. Easy, easy. Whoa. Whoa.
Just T-line, Jeff. We're not moving it very far.
Yep. Whoa. Gotta go for weight. Yep. Full four. Hard, guys. Hard line. Hard
Trying
line.
to get to the inside.
Hard. Hard.
And he does, takes away the angle a little bit. Taps it a little bit farther than he wished.
The run back. Really? The run back. We're not playing the run. I thought for sure we'd be playing the run back.
You're 0 for today, Wayne.
No.
Yeah, but you know, that's Wayne's style, right?
Yeah,
Remember, he loved that kind of running it back from one hack to the other if he could.
And he was very, very good at it. Glenn likes the softer game often. Likes to manipulate stones.
Close. Where are we?
Pretty good.
Whoa. Line's good. Whoa. Can't be heavy.
Brent Lang.
Not heavy.
Not heavy.
Okay.
Not
Line's
heavy.
real good.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
Still.
Line's pretty
real
good.
Gotta go, wait.
Come on, Wayne.
Here, but you can't. I don't think it. Whoa.
But you know, the other thing, Kathy, is further to Madon his style. It's also about, if you're Glenn, managing, knowing you've got him in your pocket. If you need that up weight to clean things up, there is Wayne Madon III, right?
It's there. He's going to make
Four,
it.
he said?
Yeah, top four.
And so from one Madon, we'll go over and watch
Top 8 weight.
his wife Sherry out of, again, the Coldwater and District Curling Club, Coldwater, Ontario. Maybe
Wow.
about a half-hour drive from
12. Yeah.
Aurelia.
She's on top. She's throwing the red stones.
Hard line!
Line's good. Yep.
And this is against 3. Looking as she's going to try and bump her own up, is she?
She sure is.
This is just to cut them down. I don't know if she got enough space there to tap it right to the 4-foot for shot.
Line 3.
Well, I don't know that she does. She can get it. Oh, she might be able to get it to full 4, Vic.
Lee Merklinger, Lee Armstrong, the front end, Joanne Rizzo.
No line.
And not far enough, and it'll be a steal of 2 for Stephanie Lawton out of Saskatoon.
Trying to freeze right to it?
Right here.
Okay,
You
good.
guys kind of sweat. Speed. I think speed.
I'm thinking just edge. I'm thinking you got to go edge. If he throws draw weight.
Okay.
What do you figure the weight is here?
Normal.
Same? Yeah.
Same, like 2 feet more than I just threw.
Yeah.
That should be there.
Yeah, should
Really
be there.
close.
Should be there. Okay, whoa. Yep.
It's coming down.
Hard.
Man.
Gotta go. Hard.
But I knew it would be a little bit heavier on this
Pretty hard,
side.
guys. Gotta get by. Okay, just chop off. Wow.
I touched it, Jeff. I don't think I moved it. That one. It still hit it.
See that one just curled, got in the
He threw it hard, too.
Well, it got into the spot and just died out. Sir?
I don't know.
So still talking about the patchiness of the ice.
The intern side as we play away is definitely slower, and it digs a lot faster. Now that can be a combination of things. It can be a little patchy. It can be a place that they haven't played a lot of stones, and the more they're afraid of it, the less they'll play it. And so the thrower needs to think about that when they throw.
Reed Crothers playing the second of his second stones.
Okay.
Rattle things around. Leaves his shooter as a center line guard.
Jeff hoping to open things up a little bit more with Last Rock. He does have the final, or he does have shot stone in the final stone, but that 4-foot area is getting smaller, and that shot stone is behind the tee, which is not a great spot to be.
A couple feet more than my one over here.
And it was late. Like you were top 12.
Yeah. Okay.
So here's that intern path that they've been talking about.
That's light.
Right?
Room!
That's got to be real close.
Room!
It's got to be a little bit more than yours.
Peeking also at the game on Sheedy between the Jones team with Caitlin Laws against Crystal Webster. Remember, Webster gave up that steal of 2 in the second when she came up light on the draw, but has a great opportunity here to get 2 right back if she can get it full in the 8-foot final stone, while Madog goes deep. You see, interesting now. He watches one in that patchy spot come up light, and now he gets in there thinking, well, what do I, and he overthrows it. How often do you see that?
Lots. Yeah, that's the communication. That is where you share information about what you threw.
Oh, nice bounce back for Crystal Webster out of the Glencoe Club in Calgary.
Johnny will go down and take a look.
Yeah.
You like this side, Marcus?
I was thinking, too, this wouldn't be awful if we ended up right here.
What if we played like
I don't know. Yeah, it's just hard to. We're having trouble. Yeah.
Or I know.
Or you could play. You're probably going to bump this one.
I'm going to bump that sideways. I'm bumping it this way, Jeff. I'm bumping it that way.
Okay. You want to go there or just play double raise? Let's go here.
You know, these two teams are, to my mind,
good guys.
Kathy.
We're right in front of ours.
Yeah.
The one on the tee line or the one on the?
Okay.
Like I'm gonna try and give you. I'm gonna try and give you top 8, and if it's coming down,
yeah,
you can be top 12. And
okay. It's still a little fresh, I think, John.
So again, talking about the ice and just how patchy it is here. But to my mind, these two teams, in the skip and the third relationship, are very similar. There's a comfort factor. It's like a pair of old slippers.
I don't think that's
you know, John played with Jeff for a championship, then left. Business interests. Actually played with Wayne Madog for a while. Remember, as a traveling team.
Pretty good.
Comes back, and guess what? They win again with Stoughton. And then Madog, having played all those years, you know, learning under Russ Howard, going out on his own, he presents a little bit of a comfort factor after Richard Hart went away. What do? First year together, they go out and win the Canadians and Worlds again.
It is a lot about faith and belief. The relationship between the third and the skip is extremely important.
Where's this going after it hits, though?
Yeah, it's going back.
It
might go there, too. Yeah, it's going there.
Which is going to hit first?
They're all going to be going back at the same time, but what else do you do?
You nail that top one?
You can't make that double.
Our yellow one could be moving too.
Yeah.
I just hope this one doesn't come back and hit this yellow as it's coming through.
It's probably.
I think that's all you got, though. I think
Nose?
Or hair high, you think?
Yeah, millimeter.
It's good.
Get more action.
Here's the concern. If they hit this stone on the outside, they're thinking that's going to go there, which is fine, but they're worried about it driving itself back onto the yellow stone right there. So they're playing the other way. There's going to be a lot of rocks moving. You hear them talking about that, and there will be. But they don't like the way that the rocks are set up right now for Jeff Stoughton. So make things move around, and here is the guy that can do it.
Absolutely. This is the up weight that Glenn Howard has in his pocket through Wayne Madog. Bang, bang. Catch it, and spins it far enough to the back. Not quite far enough. Shot stone is on the button. That's Howard, and he says he'll take it. It's a lot cleaner now.
That's a pretty good outcome.
Good shot. I think he knows you make it. It does double kiss, though.
Yeah. I was trying to hit it, make sure I hit it hard.
If they hit that a little bit more on the nose, it's even sweeter. They'll get that red one out. A lot of the energy came off the rock because of how hard it was hit.
Yeah, too bad Johnny's went where it did.
That's the thick stone in the 4-foot that does not go all the way out.
Yep. Wait. Hack! Whoa! Hack! Whoa! Wait's good. No, just through. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Okay. It's good weight.
It's too much ice and we're sweeping.
He wanted to come across the nose, did he?
Well, Jeff went to option
thought it was a
B,
little
trying to
less
poke it out the other
much,
side. You heard the frustration in John's voice,
I
just
know.
feeling they had way too much weight, or sorry, ice.
Okay.
It's interesting. We've seen both front ends get caught on some brushing.
And some skips getting caught on a little bit of ice this morning, and this is what we talked about, Vic, is that it's different than yesterday. When you're playing in a game and you're learning different things and there's lots of movement in the building, people coming in, things change from the previous day, and that uncertainty has been seen by both skips, not only in execution but in what they have called and the outcomes.
Skip Stones here in 3 of a 2-2 tie. Glenn Howard in his first. Trying to hold it now, get across the face, just roll it over. Oh, and it'll peek out the other side.
Oh, that's patchy.
There it is. I mean, that's the word of the day.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky.
It is, because it's just there's pebble down there. I think that's all I've just grabbed there. We haven't thrown that many down there.
And
Just gone.
And when they said it's firm, I choked on it
Just
for
I
a
know,
second.
and then it's gone.
I'm thinking, he knows it, and he's got the roll.
Oh, I
So
know.
I was trying
Oh, I
to be
know.
aggressive.
It's good speed.
And it's good ice, Vic. I want to say that I actually enjoy watching this kind of ice because it is a little bit different. These are very experienced skips. And part of the skipping is not throwing just last rock. It is about figuring out what the ice does. And so if it's a little bit challenging this morning, that makes the better skip, the guy that figures it out faster, or the woman that figures it out faster, it gives you an advantage. That's part of the game.
Oh, absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
You could. Always agree with me more.
Full 4. Hard, guys. It's going now. Hard. Right here.
Here's a great opportunity for Stoughton if he can just wrap this around here.
Right to here.
Beauty, Jeff.
That is a honey. To the top edge of the button, and the Jamie Barassa and his crew doing such a great job as always. Nice to see you, Jamie.
And Jamie will be watching this very closely. He'll be watching all sheets closely. And these are guys that live in the building half the time and spend countless hours when the draws are not in play to try to regulate conditions, ensure that draw weight is the same right across. It's a little bit of a learning curve for them as well once the players start to take to the ice.
No doubt, but, you know, he said yesterday, this is a building that's just over a year old. So he's got all the very best in ice-making plant. The plant itself. So, and they've kicked out the Warriors for 14 days. They're on a 7-game road trip, the hometown team. They won last night in Victoria in a shootout, 4-3. But they've been struggling.
A little more, a little more.
Oh, dear.
Worked out all right.
Yeah. Interestingly enough.
Good throw.
Just back a tad
At the end, but because I figured you said it was going to
Just
curl.
wanted it to curl just that little bit more. It would make that a nose hit, but doesn't jam it on his own,
No,
which
that's the
became
break.
the risk.
Yeah, that's the break. That Redstone at the back didn't catch one of his, right?
You bet.
Same weight. Okay.
Keep it out there, guys.
Similar. We might need the backing.
Okay, then you better curl. Straight.
Weight's good. Straight draw.
Okay. You're fine.
Straight draw, Johnny.
Is he going to the, he's trying to freeze in the back?
Well, it's the last shot, so he doesn't have to.
sorry.
And for Jeff, I think, Vic, he would like to make a draw right on the tee line and convince himself that this intern really isn't that hard, which is what he's done.
For a single. Those quick naps are really good, huh? I just nodded off there for a second. Day one. Imagine what it'll be like when we get to the men's worlds. Vic, where are you? Well, coming up Sunday, TSN brings you the Dominion Curling Club Championship Special. You can watch a recap of the men's and women's championship. 60-minute special gets underway at 2 Eastern Time. We'll air that. All the best club teams in the country getting together at the Scarborough Golf and Country Club, and we'll have it for you between the women's and men's finals from here at the Canada Cup in Moose Jaw. An update for you, and let's go over to a game between Kevin Martin and John Epping. Remember now, John Epping scored a 4 in the third, and now Martin with his last, and a tough draw, tough little tap back, possibly for 2.
Indeed. In fact, it is a stone that John Epping just threw that he's trying to tap a little bit sideways to bring the deuce into play. They'll brush it so hard. Look at the strength.
Well, Mark Kennedy and Ben Hebert, we know 2 of the very best. Now it needs to sit for him. Sit, and we'll roll too far. So the look of frustration, maybe a little finger pointing. And again, the brushers had to just give him a little less.
Okay, I'm going to be a Brushers fan here, and when you're a Brusher, you go when they tell you to go. Point your finger somewhere else. Victor?
4-2. And notice it's not that finger that I'm pointing. Stoughton is up 3-2 as we go to the 4th.
No, I think that last shot by Kevin Martin, you have to either throw a little bit less weight. I don't know that he could have got by that guard by any less.
I drilled this one, Jeff.
They're banging rocks all over the place here on this sheet. And it is a sport of honor. You confess, and then you put it back in those stationary stones as close as you can to where you think it was, which is exactly what Brent did.
And here in this 4th, it is Team Howard that has the last rock. They have the hammer playing the yellow stones.
Reed came right into the 4-foot Glen through the corner guard. Reed capped, and we saw that tap out, and that's where we are right now.
Whoa! Hard mark. Anything, Mark? Okay. Oh. Not just you, big dog. I got the outturn draw now.
Go, boy. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't a good spot. Veteran. Kind of weight.
Board. I think this will still curl.
Curl in here?
Should. Glenn's did. Glenn sure did. Whoa.
Board.
Whoa. Never, ever.
Yep. Wide?
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Lots.
Yep.
They're trying to play the other option to roll further to the wings.
It was closer to nice than it was bump. Wasn't awful,
Wow.
but it was
1,
little on the
2,
firm side.
3, 4. That's what Sherry is facing. Sherry Madaw is facing a lot here with her last. So listen. A lot.
In yellow.
And you know what? This is. We mentioned the strength of this field, and you cannot afford many losses here. You have to be on your game, and Madaw has not to this point, and needs to sit and will roll, and it'll be a steal of 1 and 2, it appears.
I'll take a look at the top one.
Sherry Anderson.
Some aren't. Nice for that lady to walk right by. Might need a measure. I'm not sure.
It's one of those shots that you have to play draw weight at, Vic. She played down to it, and unfortunately she caught the curl. And they will measure for 3.
So 2 for sure on Lawton's side.
Back here, Reed Carruthers made a lovely hit and roll behind, and
Far as it goes, Sav. Go.
tried to play the run pick. All they do is run it back and drive it behind the corner guard.
Put a few rocks down here, eh?
Yep. Please draw the button now.
Heard them tell John it's the draw to the button. Now this is the spot where John would have taken the broom to draw to the button. They're saying to him it's the similar sort of weight that you threw, trying to reinforce those positive things.
Like to go a little. Just let it go a little bit,
Give
guys.
him a feel for the ice.
Yep. We still have room. Let's go. It's going. It's going now. Come on, Reader. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. We need a piece tuck. Come on. Come on, Reed. Go. Go. Okay.
Let's go here.
Nose that? Yeah, nose.
Got it.
So.
Most of that stone is still open.
Just came up, Savvy?
Yeah. Yep.
Whoa.
Just down.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Hack.
Heavy, isn't it?
Well, we saw lots of rocks in play on the other side of Mosaic and here on sheet E. Jennifer Jones' team skipped right now by Caitlin Laws. She has a chance to score 5. There is a little outside biter, and it is just nibbling, but enough that if she puts this anywhere in the paint, it's for 5.
Well, and you watch John Mead throw the stone, a horrible break for Team Howard in removing the stone, drove it onto a rock out of play that is now in play.
Wow, she went out so wide. Caught some fresh pebble, and so it'll be 4 red. 4 for Team Jones in the 4th.
We're on the corner, yeah.
And not such a bad time, I suppose, if you're not going to make a draw when it's for 5.
That's
And 2 miscues in a row here on our feature sheet. That jam earlier by Team Howard, and then a hit and roll out by John Mead, and an opportunity to lie 3. These are not what you would expect to see as shots by these teams.
Hard, guys. Hard. Hard. Come on.
I don't know.
He will be short. Now, in Wayne's case there, he was coming across the center, and ironically, the path that he threw was probably the first time anyone's thrown in that path.
Yeah.
The break point here is really interesting. It runs so long, so far. Sometimes it starts to break after the Capital One sign, but often it's not until the hog line. So it's tricky where to take the ice. But here's someone who has had draw weight every time he has thrown today.
Room. Line only.
Jeff Stoughton first of the skip stones.
Let it go then. Whoa,
Here in 4.
Line only. Let it go.
There it's still running. You see it does not make its break yet.
coming down.
No. Whoa.
T on the phone, Donnie.
It's not often we see Nichols or Carruthers do very little.
Let's go.
It's there. It's there. Okay, that's fine. It's too much bloody ice.
T-line, edge of the button. And after the measure, it was 3 for Stephanie Lott. Now a 7-1 lead for the team from Saskatoon, the Granite Curling Club over Shari Madoff from Coldwater, Ontario.
What do you think?
I'm just trying to think, you want an easy score, or do you want to...
Oh, an easy score for sure.
Okay, well, easy score is just tap it out. And
Well, it's not the easiest shot. That's what I'm thinking. I think the easiest shot's the draw. Well, maybe.
that's why I'm worried about the line, right?
Yeah,
As soon as you think I got to be there...
Yeah, I know. Throw that
It's
extra.
hard, yeah. Like, I'm thinking...
Problem is, if I tap it, I'm gonna roll. If he gets inside, and then I'm drawing.
Oh, I think you don't think you can roll inside.
Oh boy, maybe.
Like, yeah, I'm thinking here.
Okay, yeah, I like that. That way, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And probably not far off the ice you had for me.
That's where you were.
Right? Okay. Because how heavy was I?
Yeah, you were hack.
Okay.
Okay.
I think this is more sweepable.
Probably back ring.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just sort of back ring us to try and get in there if we can.
Yeah. Sure. Try to get shot.
The challenge is the break point. We've talked about that. So it's going to run down here, and it's not until the end that it starts to make that break point. And so when you throw more weight, that break point disappears, and that's why this shot that is 3/4 open is difficult to throw tap back weight for.
I found the little discussion interesting that Wayne said, what do you want to do here? You want an easy point. Why that psychology at the moment? Is it to settle themselves, do you think?
You know what? It's probably more if you play just the simple tap it out, we'll be playing a stone that is reachable and we can always get a draw to the 4-foot. If you play a corner freeze, you may get two, but your degree of difficulty in your second shot can be really tough. And when you're struggling a little bit with ice, sometimes keeping it simple is better.
Hey, Jeff, can I wait?
Hack weight, guys.
Hack?
Yeah.
It really does. You know, it does come down to managing the game, doesn't it?
It does very much.
You manage you go in, as Linda always talks about, a game plan, but there's game plans within the end. And if it's not setting up, you know, maybe the whole point of this discussion is let's get our one, tie it, and move on.
And part of that game plan is not only what you're going to call. You have to feel confident that you can make it. This is really moving.
Boy, oh boy, I tell you what, you talk about that break. That break surprised them. What a great brush late to hold it. And so it'll be a draw against three.
Just going by the weight call. Yeah, well, and how everything else would run.
Yeah.
Does that rock have more finish?
Not quite draw off, but close. We're calling it 4.5.
Full 8 foot.
4.5. Yeah.
Needs to put it in the white for a single to tie it through 4.
Oh, young guns.
Line's good. Clean it.
Heavy.
Line's good. Line's good.
Not stopping short of where we want it. Nope.
Line's good.
Back flush.
Lang Saville just nursing it.
Wait, Glenn.
To the tee line and the button for a single point here in 4. We're tied at 3. Opening day, the Capital One Canada Cup.
I thought it was 10.
So how did these teams qualify for this year's Capital One Canada Cup? Well, Kevin Martin is the defending champion, and as Brier champion, Glenn Howard picked up his spot here. And then we talked earlier about all the points, and that is how McEwen, Cooey, and Epping, and Stoughton, and Gushu got here. They were the top points teams to fill out the field. And it's the same on the women's side of things. We had the defending champion, Jennifer Jones, and then Heather Nedewin. She qualified by winning the Scotties, and then the top 5 teams from last year's championship curling points standings. And that's why, again, we talk so often about these teams looking for events that pay out the most in points, because they're just trying to put themselves in position to qualify for the Canadian Curling Trials and a spot in Sochi. Welcome back to Mosaic Place on this Wednesday morning, the first of 3 draws. We'll have 3 draws a day for you right through round robin on Friday. 3-3 tie. We go to the 5th, and it is Jeff Stoughton and the team from the Charleswood. It does have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Redstones.
Just tight, if that.
Yep. Hard then.
Line's great then. Let's go.
Hard. Real short, Jeff.
Hard. Keep going. Keep going. Hard, Reed.
Okay, guys.
Hard. Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
That's all right.
Okay.
Good sweep.
Good shot.
It's all right.
Really?
What? What are you thinking?
He runs it back into the crotch.
Same throws I had here last time where we racked. Is close?
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa.
A little better
Like to go. A little room, that's all.
Room. Like to go.
Okay, sweep it if you need to.
Yep. Room. Room.
Gotta go.
Okay, room.
Go then.
Line's good.
Oh, hard, guys, hard.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Well, for Jeff really wants to make a play, even though he is shot stone. That little wall that is building up in front of the house with last rock is not great when you're only on second stone. So this is the time to run it back. Hopefully clip the yellow stone, open up the front a wee bit as well.
With Reed Carruthers.
Whoa. Whoa.
Got to come up for him, get to the nose.
Well, not only does he pick out his own, the worst spot is if you see those two red stones locked now, there is no run back on either of those.
They're overlapped, aren't they?
But past the top 8, Wainers. Top 4.
Yeah.
It's more, right?
Close.
I don't think it's
Whoa,
heavy.
whoa,
line's
room,
fine.
room. It's hot. It's hot.
It's not bad.
It's all a lot of room. Ton of room
Off.
right now.
Right off
Coming
the line.
Go back here.
No, it's not that
Easy.
deep. No.
Got to curl it time, that's all.
You know, that break point just never came.
Throw.
Okay.
No, it really didn't. It's, you know, it's a combination of weight and line. It stayed out there, and if he had sweeping weight, you could have expected that that break would have absolutely come. But when you throw it to the rings on your own, it's almost running over the break point, if you will. You're just not seeing that hook. Tricky.
That was close. Line's good. Weight only. Weight's good.
Yeah, line.
Line's good. Weight only. Weight only. We got a lot of room.
We're just top 4.
Ton of room, guys.
We're there. We're there. We're there.
Yeah.
Oh, John.
Yep.
Hard, John.
Shot read. Shot read.
Shot
Oh,
read.
and they get it there, 4-shot stone. Interestingly enough, though, the two shots are almost similar.
Just freeze.
But there wasn't, it just might be a little bit of a flat spot there because it just didn't, even with the brushing, didn't break for them.
You bet. And this is that in-turn spot that we saw a lot of grief in 1 and 3.
Oh, absolutely.
Line's
Yep.
good.
Yep. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
Whoa.
It is not a gradual movement all the way. It is straight and then hook.
Yep.
You gotta go hard. You gotta go hard. You gotta go real hard. You gotta go real hard. You gotta go get hit a little thick.
Curling.
Okay.
Oh, you got the inside flip, too.
I sure did.
Wow.
Whoops.
It's all on the bottom of my shoe now.
10-pin bowlers
Go back 8.
can relate to this. Because when you throw a bowling a 10-pin, it hooks, skids, and rolls. Okay? Because it catches the oil and then hooks. And this is something similar. It's almost as if there was like an oil line out there on a bowling alley. On the hardwood,
back 12.
it catches it, and then, as you say, just goes.
Hey, John.
Close down here for Wade?
I would say it's still, I think, a little stickier down the spot.
Back 8. Back 4.
Whoa.
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 Trying to navigate
four.
that teeny
Whoa.
tiny hole.
Back 4. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Back right off now, Nichols Carruthers. One more. Oh, little rub.
He touched the yellow one.
It was never going to touch the yellow.
No. He left on the left one.
Just here.
Okay.
So Carruthers maybe touched that stone just a bit. They'll put it back. He just touched it.
Could have hit the red one. Yeah.
Just grazed the red.
Yeah. I mean, that was a feather.
close to perfect.
Oh, less? Not heavy.
Gotta go! Yep. More room. Yep. More room. A lot of room.
You.
Gotta curl a ton.
Gotta go to get it there.
Get a T. Get it there. Get it there. Gotta get it there.
Gotta go. Go.
Come on, Brent.
Gotta curl. Whoa.
It's all you, man.
It's gotta curl.
Another one across?
No.
Oh, just to the nose. Let's go over and check in on Kevin Martin against John Epping. Epping scored that 4
I think I got to throw more weight.
in the third.
A chance for another pile here, Vic, if he can make the run and pick.
Whoa! Yeah!
All on its own. Run it back. Oh, no.
Whatever you like.
It jammed, spills in, shot stone, steal one. Martin, they go to the break. 4-3, Epping leads.
Okay. That was just sort of back four-ish, back eight.
No, back line, John. Back line.
So a little more.
Well, that hole is infinitesimally larger from the feather.
But they did adjust that stone out in front.
They did, and part of the deal is that when you put that stone back, both teams agree that's where it is, or where it was, and so that's where it will remain.
Yep. No! Whoa!
Got it this time?
No!
Oh, he did. He got through.
What a
lovely shot.
Oh, no. Overcooked it.
Shot, John.
Well, yeah, you couldn't play that with it.
Great to sweep a bit.
I think it's pretty
Now they're talking about overcooking it, but watch how little room there is. You don't have a ton of options to wait.
Hardly any room. I didn't think it would roll up.
That one red is never good.
I think it is, but it's 1 in a million.
I think that's... Problem is, I got to get that right line.
Yeah. Well, yeah, whatever you do, you got to get the right line right now.
Problem is, I'm not sure that's there. If I throw any weight at all, it won't curl.
No.
Edge on edge, is it?
Yeah. I shouldn't say. It is there.
What are you trying to do? There.
I just want to get in for
Heavy
like second
draw.
shot.
No, yeah. Heavy draw.
Heavy draw. Well,
Yeah, and you'll probably end up taking off this. That's great.
yeah.
Maybe.
It's probably easier. It's probably more easier. It's an easier shot than through the hole.
Oh, for sure. Through the
Yeah.
hole.
Okay, let's do
So are
it.
you playing
We
this?
just played this.
I'm just trying to get my second shot, so I'm going to throw like back.
We're trying to get second shot.
Second
we get
shot.
somewhere second shot
Yeah.
in here.
You like this way?
We're just basically drawing to
I
take
agree. So you're just drawing because it's a different
Yeah.
shot than chapping.
Well, I'm drawing, but I'm.
T-line.
Just to chap and roll far enough, you need to be back four. To draw, you need to be top four.
Aren't we
So
trying?
sweeping's the difference for us. That's all.
It's all line shot. Right?
No, I know what he means though. Like he says.
Yeah,
But
so
if we're-
you got to
if
put
we're
the broom in the right
perfect
spot with the right weight.
we hit a
if I
quarter
throw,
of that,
if
we're
I
not
throw
getting-
back forward,
we're not
I'm putting
getting
the
in
in
there.
off.
Yeah.
He's gonna lie two.
I'm going to throw back button.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so too.
Okay.
That's where I had you. I got to go a
We
little
got it,
tighter.
chap.
Okay.
Well, I think this for sure is the shot. They talked about coming through the hole, but we just saw how small a space that is, and John Meade had back 12 weight. He can't afford to do this. They've got a couple of options off this shot. If he gets that break point, it will get to the inside, and he will be shot. He also has the option
So
to
you're trying
go
to throw
off
kind
of his
top
own if it
14
hangs out. So there are two options to get shot out of this, making it the much higher percentage shot.
Really close.
Glenn Howard
Not
first.
heavy.
Skip Stone
Gotta
here.
go, gotta go hard.
5,
Gone.
3-3 tie.
Gone.
And gone it is.
something.
Close.
It's short of it right now. Just barely to it. Not even
Go
to
to the
it.
hole. For the hole. Close. No.
This one up.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Right there.
Yeah.
What the hell did that hit?
I'm not sure.
Now, is it a question of his
Well, let's take
release,
a look.
or is it the ice? Flat spot on the ice, maybe?
Now let's take a look.
Like I say, it's just the ice is tough.
Well, I didn't throw that lightweight.
No. But I'm
Well, he
saying
let go, and there wasn't any perceivable jump. He was definitely not wide on that shot.
Timing.
normally I'm drawn to the same spot. I can get it pretty close, but you can't get the line.
The guard hit the hole away too.
That's the other thing too, where that
I like
stone
Camille's
is
golf
that he just threw it. It's not in the middle of the hole.
Just short.
No, but he took what he's saying is that by it winding up there, he doesn't have a play through the hole, which was one of the shots that they had considered.
Just short, guys.
Just short. Okay.
And so for Jeff, if he's able to cap off that side of the house on the in-turn side, going to be very, very tough for Glenn to get in anywhere on his next.
Tight.
Halfway tight.
Half tight.
Line's real good. Clean it. Might have to curl a bit. Yep.
Yep.
All you got, guys.
Come on, hard.
All you got.
Gotta go.
Really got to go now, guys.
Come on,
go.
guys.
Go. Keep going.
Come on, go. Keep going. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Okay.
Boy, they're sitting 3. Stoughton sitting 3 with last rock.
A little less ice, or that stone is moved over 6 inches to the left as you look at it, Vic.
It's not bad
There's
either.
nothing.
Line.
Yeah.
Then there's no hole.
Yeah.
You have to get it over though.
It's easier. Because yeah.
What do you think it's going to do, though? I think it's going to go with Peel. I think it's going to go
Problem
straight.
is, if I almost got a. Ooh, I'm going to leave him in play, aren't I? To make it good, I got to leave this one in play. Right, because I got to hit this thick. Because I hit it there, it's going right at the top.
Yeah. It's not going very far.
You
You
don't
just
think so?
tick it. No, it's not going very far, Glenn.
I could throw. You know what I could do? Is throw it with like just normal. Hit it in the nose.
You won't get past this one.
No.
He'll still sit too.
You don't think that'll squirt that out though?
This
Won't
this
that
this
won't
one,
move out a bit?
this rock, you could whip it and hit a quarter rock. It ain't going any further.
Okay,
than
well
you.
I think that's the shot then.
What's that?
Hit it right in the nose with Peel.
Yeah. How do we hit it on the nose? I think it's going to go straight, maybe curl just an inch.
Hit it on the nose, Peel. Hopefully it squirts that yellow one in.
Okay.
It's a tough shot. And I'll tell you something, when you listen to Wayne Maddaw in the house, he has such confidence in angles that for Glenn, it's about hitting that Yellowstone on the nose. This is not about getting shot. That's a huge bonus if it's even possible. It's about getting rid of some of those red.
Final stone right now. Stoughton sitting 3. Oh, and he spilled the yellow a little closer. He spilled it over.
Not bad.
That's
And that's
shot.
all right. I mean, he cut him down at the moment. Stoughton now just sitting the 1.
Wow.
That's a great
That
shot.
did not curl a millimeter. You threw it good.
I liked it. Yeah, I loved that. I was like, hey, that's real good.
I wanted to sweep it. I'm worried. Is this
That's a great shot. He gets it thick enough with that inside
Hey,
roll.
I'll take it. It's going to make a real tough shot for 2.
Yeah. Good shot, Skipper.
Thank you.
It's a big save
I
there.
just can't. Wow. Thanks, John.
Even John Meade, as is the custom, turned around and said, nice shot.
Feather it. Yeah.
And now this
Trying
is
to throw,
strictly
like to throw back
a
forward,
little
forward.
feather, touch it, move it over. Simple. Final
Back
stone.
Good weight.
Close.
Yep.
Yep. Whoa.
Back 12. Yep. Back 8.
Whoa.
Back 12. Yes.
Just got to angle it over. Brothers.
Hard.
Nichols on the brush. Just touch it over. Got to touch it over. Oh, not enough. Couldn't hold the line. Pushes it back. And what a great save that was for Glenn Howard. Looking at a 3. Runs it back. Gives up 1. 4-3 Stoughton as we go to the break. Well, here's your chance to be part of the Dominion All-Star Curling Skins Game coming up from Casino-Rama January 19th and 20th of next year. You have a chance to vote for the top 4 male curlers at each position, and they'll get a spot in the All-Star Game presented by Pinty's January 19th and 20th. And just for voting, you'll automatically be entered to win great prizes. You'll have to vote, though, by December the 10th. Go to tsn.ca/curling-skins. Will some of these players be at that All-Star Curling Skins. I was thinking they may get some votes as we welcome you back to Mosaic Center. And our opening day coverage of the Continental or the Capital One Canada Cup.
Yep. No.
Jeff Stoughton with a 4-3 lead.
Yep. Yep.
Over Glenn Howard as we go to the sixth. And it is Howard that has the last rock. He has the hammer.
Why don't I take it from here?
Playing the Yellowstones. Howard has the hammer.
Okay.
Or Hammer has the hammer.
Oh, that was for them.
Well, and that was the call that Glenn Howard called on his first one with Craig Saville. He asked him to come short. He slid in, and that's why Jeff had the opportunity to have Mark Nichols remove that stone and lie to. And so this is again the call for the corner.
Halfway or better is the toughest feel.
Yeah, a little bit. Right here, boys.
You're welcome.
Right here's real good. Somewhere in that area. A little bit more if we can. That's good.
Right there. Shot. Right there.
Ah.
Hey, boys.
That surprised you, that call?
Reed.
To go to the middle to protect her. Just, I mean, you haven't got the. I thought he might want to play it a little bit wide open. I don't know.
You know, not so much with Jeff. They would ideally like that stone that is behind the tee line to be top four.
Okay.
But you work with what you've got, and so for Jeff, still would love to find an opportunity to steal.
Wait's real good.
Yeah, if you can finish it. Come on, guys, to the center line. Okay. To the center line, to the center line, to the line, to the line, to the line.
Because we have yet to see
Good weight, Reed.
an open end. I mean, nothing. It's been complicated right from first stone.
And that's what you would expect out of these teams. We talked about, you know, the 40 head-to-head matchups in Bonspiel play, and there's no surprises. It really does come down to execution when the field is very flat, as it is here. So many good teams, and so you're not going to get Glenn Howard or Jeff Stoughton to flash a wide-open hit. So to make it tougher, you have lots of rocks in play.
Okay. Brent Lang trying to run it back and drives it by. And the shooter hangs around, just covering the edge of the 12.
Same weight. Looks like a little less.
Looks like more to me.
It's not more.
Same, Jeff.
Fight the center line, guys. Come on. Come on.
Yep.
Come on.
Yep. Finish it. Yep.
Hard.
Good brush, guys.
Good shot.
Better shot for Team Stoughton. It's a little bit further out, which usually makes the run back a little bit more difficult. The more space between the stones.
Yep. Hard. 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 Shooter.
Another try for Brent Lang. Oh, just kisses it, pushes it back 8 foot. And it looks like it's in the hole.
Top 8, guys?
Yep.
There are two Howard stones out in front.
Well, and that's the biggest challenge with that stone just thrown by Brent, is that he left the shooter out front. So all of a sudden for Jeff, a chance to draw. And again, he's got pretty much a center guard. And also for Glenn Howard, that one side of the house is starting to be pretty cluttered in front. You always want to find a way to have a path to the 4 foot.
That's good weight.
Go a little one.
Okay, I think it's
Top 8.
Line's good.
Weight's good.
Line's good. Full 4, guys. Got to go. Yep, for line. Line's great.
Weight's real good, Jeff.
Come on, guys. Go hard. Come on. Okay, yep. You're right.
You see the great finish on the stones, Vic, as it gets closer to the center line. Very predictable in that path. It's as you get further out that it's a little bit of where is that break point.
Another run back this time. Wayne Madon.
Whoa.
Shooter. Martin and Epping as they play in the 6th.
Shot. Good shoot.
1, 2, 3, 4. Sitting 4 for sure. Here's Kevin Martin. Final stone from John Epping out of Donalda Club in Toronto.
Well, John Epping made a great shot on his first one, made a double run and kept his shooter in the 4-foot. Kevin removed it. Can't afford to roll it all.
Now who caught enough of the 4.
A bit more, Mark.
Yeah, I still don't think it's heavy, though.
I don't know yet. Room.
Line's good.
Looks
take
like
a look.
Just your room.
they're going to measure it, looks like.
Yellow.
Get in. Get in.
And we'll let you know as
How's the line?
Line is fine, guys.
soon as they've
We don't
made a
want to-
decision.
Yep. Go then. Yep. Okay.
Good.
As much else to get done.
Yeah, well,
Well, that is really,
but he still goes around it, though.
that is some hard finish, isn't it?
It really has
good.
great
Yeah,
finish.
looks
Jamie's done a great job of the ice at putting some finish there for the curlers. It's going to take a little bit of ice time by all of these teams, though, to figure out where those rocks start to move. There's not a lack of movement. It's when.
I don't think it's there. Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa, really there.
Well, Brent's
Are
dropped
you
off
kidding me?
completely. So is Craig. It's never a good sign.
I don't think I threw it that heavy.
So, yeah.
I'm starting to think that one's maybe fast.
Uh-oh.
I do not have good rocks. I've switched them around a few times. I threw them in a different order that time.
Now, that's one of the things, again, when you talk about the practice that they do
Okay.
yesterday or prior to any
Hey, Jeff, just like draw
event,
the button.
they do look at their stones and match the stones. And, all right, if there's a couple that may not be very good, usually they're given to the front end. And so it's a curious thing that he, at this point in time, would say, I don't have good stones.
I would say two things to that. One is that when you practice the day before, you know, your belief as you go into it is that all the stones are good. And when you're throwing stones the first day and the ice is green, you're not necessarily getting a very good read. It would be in the first game that you would start to notice if there are discrepancies in stones. It can be that he's also just throwing it harder. You saw the front end not make a lot of eye contact when he said, I didn't think I threw it harder.
Yeah.
They did. They felt he had.
That's good. Okay.
So after the measurement, who caught more of the blue? It was John Epping from Donalda. And so he picks up the single 5-3. He leads Kevin Martin as they go to 7.
Shot 3-4 inches.
No way out. Ball game.
What's going to do
I think it's going to curl.
Okay.
And you make the double. you
Stephanie
make the
Lawton
double.
continues to lead Cherry Madaw as they play in the 8th. And Jennifer
I think
Jones
it'll curl. Line inside the line.
I agree.
That's going to curl. I think
as
it'll
Crystal
firm.
Webster
Okay.
starting to nibble away at that lead has scored a deuce. And they're
Hit and roll.
Now in the
Miss double.
7th.
I think we're shot. And if you make the double, you make the double.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. So fairly firm.
How hard? Sorry,
Fairly
firm.
firm.
Okay.
Looks like a lot, doesn't it?
If you're throwing firm, that looks like a lot.
Wayne, same ice. I'm going to be normal.
Still lots. Still lots, isn't it? Yep.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You heard his call. The hit and the roll, the double's the bonus.
Get that out.
and just enough to push it through.
Good throw.
Just a hair more. Close.
Oh yeah, like
Just
a millimeter.
hair more, eh?
Yeah, millimeter, and you make the double and,
And
the
the
roll.
roll. Yeah.
Good throw.
Thanks.
So for Jeff, a nose hit is great because if he's able to do that, there's no hit and stick, so it'll be a force of a draw
Hey, Jeff.
for Glenn Howard.
Okay.
It's been something that Glenn struggled a little bit with today, is finding draw weight. Always want your opponent to do whatever it is that they're struggling with.
Pull up.
Yep. Hard, guys.
Jeff Stoughton at his last.
Hard. Really hard!
Good hold. Very good hold.
I just knew it would curl there.
How was it, too? It was a little heavy, too.
Yeah.
So now it's a full, yeah, sure. Full 8 now for Howard, whose draw percentage is just 61%.
It is for sure. And so for Jeff, if he were able to stick it, not only are there 2 stones in the 8-foot, but they're further over, which would force Glenn to go even out further. And it is that further path that they're just still struggling a little bit mentally, if nothing else.
Austin's last draw here. Yeah. Good, eh?
Pretty good, though.
Still good. Still good.
Sliding.
Big piece of corn just missed.
Good. Clean it.
Lots of line. Lots of line. Lots of
Big
line.
piece of corn. You don't hear that very often. But remember now, Jeff Stoughton still throws as he has his entire career with a corn broom.
Wow. Huge piece of corn, just missed it.
I definitely threw that later.
So to the back 4 for the single to even at 4. We're in Moose Jaw. It's a beautiful day actually here in Moose Jaw. Temperatures, they've had a lot of snow. One of the people was saying that they've had more snow in the 2 snowfalls they've had so far this season than they had all of last year. That'll make the farmers certainly happier with some water in the ground.
Yep. For sure.
We welcome you back to our opening day coverage of the Capital One Canada Cup. Our first day of a brand new season of champions. And 2 of the very best, the last 2 Canadian and world champions, and Stoughton and Howard on the ice here in this opening draw. We go to the 7th of a 4-4 tie, and it is Jeff Stoughton and his team from the Charleswood Curling Club in Winnipeg that has the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Redstone.
Rev! Whoa! How heavy?
Not bad.
All the way to it.
Way out there. That's it's hot, isn't it?
Yeah. Top 4.
You got to go then. Yeah. Might as well chisel it. Well, what do you want to do with it? You got to get off this one. I don't know.
It's tough when you have that in-between sort of weight. It's a little bit heavier than you want it to be. And
It
rolls away.
But don't we? We just freeze in that pocket?
You can freeze, or you can do that.
Bumper. I don't mind this either, Reed.
Yeah, you make it good,
Bump,
Reed.
guys.
Make it
Okay.
good.
Little up.
Stay close.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Nice weight.
Stay close.
Weight's close. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Yeah!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Okay, Reed.
It's heavy, hey?
We did mind the roll, but he did not want to make contact with the second one. You can see that the angles are not very good for Stoughton right now to get rid of that yellow stone.
What, Langer?
What? Whatever you know.
At this point in time, even here as we play at the 7th, they may not know a lot more about the ice and the turn that they'd like to play. It's been that kind of game.
Well, and you can see Glenn with his hands up asking Brendan this particular shot if he wanted to play the in or the out. Sometimes curlers do have a preference, but for Brendan it was really about what he felt that Glenn knew better. Nice shot.
Oh, goodness. Gets rid of 2.
1 for 20. That ain't good. That's about as good as you can make that.
Yeah. That's definitely.
That's very well thrown, well executed, super outcome. Makes the double, leaves his stone still shot.
Deafening in here after
You
you
got
leave
the
that,
little separation on those stones on the button. Remembering now that it is Stoughton that has last rock.
Hard! Hard!
Whoa!
Hard!
they
That's
couldn't
fine.
hold it for him. And so the run back kills the Stoughton stone, and it is Howard sitting the one top of the button.
Normal.
Hit and stay. No, is good.
Hit and stay is good.
Whoa, 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 right off. Right off. Right off.
Not heavy.
Wow. Nice throw.
He's jamming this. Wow. Stay in the house.
We
I
are
don't think this
right
one touched.
behind that sheet, and he slid straight full. Not a ton, but straight full, and in that spot, it will not come back.
Front end guys think, eh?
Hey, John.
Firm.
Yep. Yep. Whoa.
Wow. I was thinking it was going the other way a little bit too.
Well, Kathy, further to what we were talking earlier about the points that the teams play for, here on the men's side, you can see that Kevin Cooey, who has had 3 wins so far this year, is your points leader. And then look at all the rest. Now, Mark Keane out of Ontario. Glenn Howard is in 8th. He took a slower start to the season, but is gearing it up. That's why, again, the teams are so interested in these points, because that's what will determine people and teams that might get to those curling trials a year from now in Winnipeg. Interestingly enough, the teams that are here, however, and got here on points, they were based on last season's performance.
More. Yep.
Clean, yep.
And you talked about Glenn Howard's slower
Really hard,
start,
guys.
and those
Come on.
numbers don't really reflect play, but when you have that Olympic trials berth, as he knew he did last year, you don't have to go every weekend. It can be one of those years that you can pick and choose your spots, playing things to stay sharp, and really work towards, in their case, probably trying to secure another Ontario championship.
Martin's approach, Kevin's approach, very much the same.
Yes.
After the Olympics, dial it back. Dialed it back somewhat last year. Now it's ramp it up.
It is for sure, because as you talked about at the beginning of the show, it's 14 months away before an Olympics. It's just over a year from now that we'll be in Winnipeg for the trials. And so you can't just start 4 months out and expect to be ready. It is a year-long process of fitness and nutrition and mental preparation. And it does start about now.
Yeah.
Waits there. Lots.
Wait's all there.
You're in, buddy.
Lots of line. Where do you want to go? Lots of line. It's going hard, though, now. It's going hard now. Might as well go fully deep. Might as well go fully deep.
Okay.
The handle on that stone straightened out completely.
Sorry, guys. I didn't think it was that heavy.
I think it's
Yeah.
lovely.
I can't believe that. I felt that real good with that one. Is that what's happening?
Tudor shot. Everybody this end. Sables, I wanted to sweep his freeze all in, or the whole way down, and it got there without
That
anything.
makes sense. Definitely, I'd agree with that. It's got a little colder in here. I don't know, you still screwing around with the temperature, but I couldn't believe they didn't want to sweep it.
That's interesting. They maybe think that the ice maker is trying to cool things off a little bit. Let's just drop over. And we talked about Kevin Martin playing John Epping, and let's see, back 8-foot edge. Might be drawing against a couple here, Kathy.
For sure, John Epping's last stone, he hit a rock that was in the 8-foot in the direction that Kevin's throwing, and rolled all the way behind cover and tapped the stone back. A lovely throw. And so it is a cold draw against one, maybe two. Hard to tell from this angle.
All there.
Hard, guys.
Yep. Go. Okay.
And a lovely freeze on our feature sheet.
Ebert will Dusted in, top edge for a single for Kevin Martin.
Well, the boys in blue are pretty frustrated out there this morning.
Yeah. Now we're
shot's pretty close. I can't take a pound off it.
Yeah.
Our cameramen on the floor are saying that it's a little colder for them, so maybe indeed Jamie Barraza is doing something to the ice, maybe sensing that he needs to cool things off, and the effect of doing that would be.
Well, the ice conditions can change for sure, Vic. You can wind up having, when you're doing it during a game, it can straighten out the ice. He's trying to put more movement in it, but you can also get moisture towards the ice, and so rocks will maybe straighten out with the handle if there's not a lot of rotation. We saw that on Glenn's first one where it almost floated into the house. We'll definitely talk to Jamie and watch it during the course of the day. It was much warmer when you and I came in at 7:30 this morning than it was last night when I came in town, for sure.
I felt I threw a hair less. I really felt the hair less, but it wasn't less and less.
I think it's quicker.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No question.
Faster.
No question.
Great draw to freeze to the corner to sit one Howard as Stoughton gets ready now to play his last.
Real good, buddy. It's close. I had top 4 and it's only easy, guys. I think it's closer here. Real good. Real good. Weight's real good, Mark. It's clean, eh?
Nichols.
Easy, easy, easy.
Brothers.
No.
All on its own here.
Net's not going very far. Is it fudging picks over?
To the back of the button for a single for Jeff Stoughton. It's the opening draw. The Capital One Canada Cup from Moose Jaw.
Wow.
It's been an interesting opening game here at the Capital One Canada Cup as we welcome you back to Mosaic Place here at Moose Jaw. After the teams traded twos, it's been complicated every end. Back and forth, trading singles. Stoughton leading 5-4 over Howard as we go to the 8th. And Glenn Howard out of the Coldwater and District Curling Club will have the last rock. He does have the hammer playing the Yellowstones.
This is one of those games, Vic, that as a team you just want to get through. Your goal is to get a W for sure, but often it is the first draw that is the most difficult because you really are learning the ice. And Jamie is learning the ice as well as the ice maker. And so it has not been as consistent as perhaps both teams want. They both know where the tricky spots are, but not super confident about where to put the broom in those spots. Here's a great example there of good weight, just nowhere near burying.
Like just out, right?
Craig's company is Saville Appraisal Services. Makes his home in Ottawa.
Yep! Hard! Hard!
Whoa!
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa!
Yep! Whoa!
Whoa!
Yep!
Little flip.
What? Shot.
Rolled too far. I would have taken that bet.
Bumper!
Okay.
Weight's good.
Where is the Louis Riel School District?
It's where I live.
Is that right?
Yes, it is.
So is there a chance that
my children will be educated by Reed Carruthers? Yes, there is.
That's great.
Yeah, it is in South St. Vital in Winnipeg.
Son comes home with a mustache. That's really great.
Go on that one, Jeff.
Shock sporting a, yeah, that's
A Fu Manchu. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, I'm thinking nose the left one.
Could nose this.
Yeah. We all agree.
Oh, must be the wrong call.
Ford.
Wave him up.
Well, this team has a lot of fun together, and part of winning is not playing super uptight. They are there for each other. They have great games and bad games. They have had some heartbearking losses over the years.
Think about it. Well, they lost to this team in the Brier final, remember, in 11.
Yep, can't hurt it.
The higher you climb, the harder the fall when you lose those big games, but they are there for each other always.
Brett Lang is the operations manager for the Barrie and Collingwood area Weedmans. We often forget, you know, we look at their success, but Saville and Lang were a pretty good junior combination as well, remember?
With the gentleman next door in blue.
Yeah, with,
Johnny Moe.
John Morris.
Whoa!
Two-time Canadian and two-time world junior champions.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa! Close!
Whoa!
Gotta go on the roll, Mark.
Gotta go! Gotta go!
Whoa!
Gotta go!
Whoa!
You
Wow.
can't let him roll that way, Reed. You gotta be overhooked.
Well, it's dead in the middle of it.
I know, but you gotta be an inch the other way. Good shot, Reed. Deep. I think so. Don't you think, Wayne?
Yep.
Where do you want it? Back eight?
Yep.
Yeah.
The only other shot would try and split it, but this is a lot easier.
Yeah. Silly. You like that
Backhand
ice?
shot.
You like that ice? That's probably tight if anything.
Yeah,
That's close. That's close.
Speed, 4 3/4.
Yep.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
It's not a jump. Line should be good.
Line's good. Rope.
Oh, line's good.
Rope. Whoa. 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 Got a curl.
Pretty
got
good.
a curl.
Like to go to get it back there.
No, he's got a
back
curl.
8. Line's 5.
Okay, can now.
Easy.
Back 8.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy, easy.
Easy.
Shot.
That's a good shot.
Good shot.
Jeff can work it, eh?
Kathy, we have our first final on sheet A. An impressive start for Stephanie Lawton, who is a two-time winner of the Canada Cup. 10-4. Makes the final a winner over Sherry Madon.
Good shot.
That'll make the local crowd very happy.
John
Weight's good.
is the business manager for Yes Winnipeg.
Whoa!
Yep.
Whoa! Yep! Whoa, 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 whoa!
Good.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
Board.
At the most.
Well, just play the one does not need to make the double on this shot. There's a very good chance that in making the double, you wind up running the second stone onto your own. And so this is about elimination of a stone, but more importantly, rolling the shooter behind the corner guard.
Close.
Whoa.
Close.
Yep.
Yep.
Hard. Real hard.
Whoa. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hard.
Yeah. Shooter.
Go,
shooter.
Brett, go, Brett, go, go, go.
Oh, look at this roll.
Shot. Shot, Wayne.
He may have left just a little
buried?
corner showing.
Yep. You can see, not much, but see about
shot.
an inch and a half.
Shot, Wayne.
Good, yeah.
We're going to tap it this way. Which way? I like that better. Probably that one. Yeah. Can you get in there, though? There's air. Maybe this is better.
It just makes that double, though.
Well, it's not better. Like, the other result is better, but... It's edge, right? I've got air. Okay. It's up to you, though. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Which one are we playing? The inside.
You've got two options. You definitely
Kinda
want
weight
to tap the stone back. One of them is that you tap it this way and your shooter is out here. The other option is that in playing the tap of the stone, you tap it this way, but more importantly, your shooter rolls behind the corner guard. They're going for the angle that will tap it from the outside just because they're not sure if they can get to the inside of their own.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Back 8. Whoa. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Go on it?
Yeah, as far as you can go. Okay.
And the challenge there is they needed to be on it
look
for
at that.
weight, but they did not have the line.
You gotta have a look at that.
You want to have a look? Can't hit it too skinny.
Super skinny.
And probably still
I think
jam.
you play it though.
Can't hit it too skinny.
No, you're right. If I jam, we're still pretty shot.
Yeah, it's not great.
I think you got to play it, though, don't you?
I think you got to play it. I just
Okay.
wanted you to look at it.
Yeah,
How
okay.
much way do you want to go?
I think peel, don't you?
Really?
Straight down the shot. Yeah, you want make sure if you hit him.
Okay. In case that goes, all right.
Well, Mr. Angles has decided he was going to play peel.
Forward, do you?
I don't think so.
No.
You don't want to nut the back. You want it to spill off if it
Yeah.
hits it.
And you can't hit it too
Thinner the better?
skinny, too thin. I mean, you just almost want to miss this.
You know, you want to hit it so thin that it's almost a redirect. That would jam it back onto that second stone and roll it behind the corner as well.
Here they go. Lang Saville trying to hold the line now. Almost missed it. Oh, and there's the jam at the back.
No?
Try, no.
That actually curled up a hair.
You know, that's the thing.
Sure did.
I thought I threw it on right on the edge for you.
Pretty close.
That's the thing that
expect
always
it to
amazes
go
me.
at all.
You heard him say, even with that weight, that silly stone still curled on him.
Really?
They had to take very, very tight ice.
Couldn't hit it thin enough.
Let's take a look at the player numbers now, and they're brought to you by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Well, and a lot of this is the draws. You look at those numbers for Jeff. From the outset, every player out here has struggled with draw weight with the exception of Jeff. That is his trademark shot. And it has been the struggle with where to put the broom for Glenn Howard. That's why there's the discrepancy in skips. But boy, he made a huge, huge save in 5.
So here are remember now we're playing thinking time.
Well, my concern too is you put it here.
So
right here.
they're taking the first of their 2 90-second timeouts.
Freeze it, right?
Yeah.
If we try open side, he's going around, right?
That's fine. Then you go here, right on top of it.
Yeah.
Hopefully we go on top of it. It just depends where we want it. Like here's no good. Do we want to go back?
I don't think we want him
I don't
to
like
freeze.
playing around over here. I really don't.
What's that?
I don't think we want him to freeze, right?
Well, we're trying to avoid it.
Gareth Smith.
If we
has
go
come out.
here, if you go here, where does he go? He goes around, and that's
he might hit and roll.
Or my hit and roll.
that's fine, right?
What?
That's probably fine, right?
But you want to be
Well, unless he makes it.
you want to be right here, so if he hits and rolls, he's back here, right?
Yeah.
With either, like, is this
I'm-
bat like just biting,
But then he just freezes.
and then we fall?
I like the idea of being. I like the idea of being far enough that if he freezes here, we're
still
We're
shot.
still shot. Okay.
So maybe you go full T.
And it's still a cross house double.
Right here.
I'd prefer not to be here and give him that freeze, though.
Freeze to what?
Well, if we go here, he freezes this.
And we just peel it out.
Well, you
He can
get
get
this
to.
with
He can
the
get
out turn
to
easy.
with the out turn.
Okay, maybe up here.
What do you
then.
like, Smitty?
Maybe there. Leave.
I like him making a really good hit and roll.
Making
Just like
make him make the roll.
Touch.
Okay, so
Yeah.
just right here. Then.
Over on
touch and
sheet E, Crystal Webster has battled her way back into the game against Caitlin Laws, skipping for Jennifer Jones as they play in 8-7-5. But it is the Jones team that is sitting 1, top edge of the 4-foot. Final stone on the way for Caitlin Laws. You saw Kirsten Wall. She's playing the 3rd position and holding the brush. Kirsten, a 4-time Ontario champion. We saw her mostly play in those competitive years with Sherry Madaw, former Canada Cup winner. And did she get enough of the 8-foot?
I don't know.
1, and they'll look at the top.
Yes. 1 for sure, right? Yeah, 1 for sure.
Kirsten Wall will have a look as we watch Jeff Stoughton.
Well, in a great discussion, they really feel that regardless of where they put this stone, Glenn Howard is going to make the freeze to the other one. So they want to make sure that they will be shot
Come on, Reader,
with this stone.
Come on.
They are measuring on the other sheet, and we'll
Oh man.
let you know.
And that is 3rd shot.
It is
Try, Jeff.
it has been, to say the least, a little curious, a little weird.
A little soft on my hand.
Okay, thanks.
Throw this out turn hit.
Now we just finished showing you those great stats for Jeff's draw weight. He's not struggled like many others, but that one was a key one.
Where are we?
Now we don't, again, we don't know what's happening on the other sheets. The little curiosity here is that oftentimes the center sheet should be your best sheet.
Just in front of the tee.
Shouldn't it? I mean, you don't get those airflow things off the walls and that kind of thing. And
yeah, it slides it in.
You know what? I think that the sheets will be relatively similar, Vic. I think that, you know, it is learning. It is relatively green ice. This is only day 2, if you will, of people being on the ice, and it is the first time that these players have taken to the ice in a game situation, so it's learning spots. But Jeff right away said, a little soft out of my hand, so he's a little bit short, but he knows why. He was short, he didn't throw it.
I want to go line way.
Yep.
Close. Yep.
It's good.
Yep.
Gotta go.
Line. Real hard. Really hard. Really hard.
What the hell? Kidding me? Jesus.
so after the measure on sheet E, it was a single for the Jones team, skipped by Caitlin Laws, now leading at 8-5 over Crystal Webster from the Glencoe Club in Calgary.
And you were back for it.
Yeah, I think so, Jeff.
Well, Glenn
Might be
touched
more.
it, but I do not believe that he got shot, and so for Jeff, we'll try to split the house.
But both skips are shaking their heads here. And
It's definitely not the exact amount.
No. I liked it. I liked it. Thought it was great. Thought it was heavy. They were really heavy.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Got lots of weight. Line only.
This looks right, Jeff. I think the same.
No, that's right. Yeah. Okay, so we're trying to go buried, both back 4 or so?
No, T-line if it's buried. T-line if it's buried, yeah.
the added frustration I'm thinking here is, with so much riding on the game, particularly for Stoughton, in this event,
Where you at?
that's the added frustration. You don't want
Line's good. You
to
got room. Weight's good. Whoa then.
lose your opportunity
Whoa then. Where are you at?
because of something, if you believe, in fact, you're being beaten by the ice. Follow what I'm saying?
I do, and yet arguably I would say that the team that is having more frustration expressed is the Howard team, which is not playing for the Carrots.
No, they haven't.
Lovely shot. And next door, it is the team in blue, Kevin Martin, who's showing the most frustration. So what that tells you is that even though these two teams are in, they have very high expectations about how they will play. They do not want to let the edge off at all because they have a berth. This is about competition, and this is what these teams do well.
Do you think that's not the spot, eh?
And
You
so
don't
a
think it was
big
just
draw.
that spot? No.
There's the other team with a spot in the trials.
And there you see
make a run at
John
it?
Epping picked up a single in 8 and is now up 6-4. Final stone here in the 8th.
That was real close.
And this is a
Line's good.
cold draw.
Through.
And it's a draw, it appears, against 2. He needs a really good piece of the 4-foot
Line's
here.
good. Line's good. Line's good.
Lang,
Line's good.
Saville.
Clean it. You can't hurt it.
Yeah, we
Line's
can.
good.
That's one nervous skip at the moment.
Shot. Nicely done.
To the back of the button to pick up the single to tie it at 5. Stoughton Howard, opening day of the Capital One Canada Cup. Here at Mosaic Place, it's a wonderful building. Has really helped rejuvenate the downtown of Moose Jaw.
It is a beautiful building.
In fact, they're talking about something similar now for Medicine Hat. As they build these facilities, which just seat approximately, this one seats 4,500, and
Line's real
there are a
good.
number of
Wolf again, Jeff.
private boxes.
Line's great.
There's actually a waiting list for the to get into the private boxes, they were telling me.
It's got a great feel to the building as well.
Whoa.
So a 5-5 tie.
Very nice.
Good.
Good.
If you're playing the scoreboard here, if you're
Yeah.
Glenn Howard, Stoughton does have the last rock. He has the hammer playing the Reds. So if you're playing that scoreboard, Howard's
Your call.
all about the 1 now, isn't it? Hold them to
sure.
one.
Or steal one. He'd be just as happy to steal one this end. No matter what, he does not want the blank. Wants something to happen. Either let Jeff take his point and have last rock coming home, or steal, kind of give himself a bit of an edge.
Oh, look at this. Up. Little hot.
Round it.
Whoa!
Yep. Hard. Got a good one. Okay, room.
Trying to go around that stone now.
Okay. He does. Goes around. Looks like he slid a little too far. Shot stone still is Stoughton at the top edge.
In front of the tee is what I thought.
He wants to score.
Tee line?
Shot.
Okay.
Just past it.
A couple more feet.
Sheet B right next door. Kevin Martin, it appears, has this hit for two. Now he's got to negotiate the stones at the back, avoid any kind of jams. But there is that outside biter back at around 8 o'clock on the edge of the 12. And there it is, 2 to tie it. John Epping will have the last rock coming home.
Can you make that double? You see enough?
3/4. Either way, you want to hit it.
Yeah.
Even if it just spins open. Yeah.
The call there was to carry around that stone by leaving it front. It does create an opportunity for the removal of it.
Like once you break the lines, the center of the lock, it'll go.
Okay.
Won't go crazy, but it'll curl.
These guys are always talking. It's so great to hear just reinforcement all the time, what the ice does, what the weight does. Great communication on this team.
Whoa, solid. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep.
I got it.
Wow.
Great shot.
Interesting that Wayne Madaw's thought was as soon as the center of that rock gets to the center line and just crosses over, bang, it'll go. And you almost could see it there.
Yes, you can.
Hey, boys. Top 4. Line's good.
Line's good.
Got room.
Got to really go for weight.
Hard.
Line's great, guys.
Hard. Hard, boys. Go.
Come on.
Go.
Come on. Oh, kill this one.
Hard. Go.
Good brush.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they did work that to get it there for second shot. And, of course, a little help from Jeff Stoughton just at the end with a few strokes.
That's great brushing. If you watch from an overhead angle, both of their heads are right over the broom head. That is the maximum amount of pressure that you can apply to the brush. They do it very, very well.
Room.
Wait on me.
Real close.
Room off for line.
Real close.
Off for line. Like 2.
Gotta curl.
Line's not close.
Getting better though.
No, it's not close yet.
Well, you have to.
No, we don't.
We don't have to.
We don't.
It's gotta be
Right
above
to the side of it.
Definitely gotta be above it.
Go. Gotta be the side of it. Side of it. There you go.
Okay. And we'll just spin up to grab the top edge of the 4. Howard is sitting 2 without last rock here in this 9th.
Okay.
Nice weight.
You guys like getting under a pack or?
I'm okay either way.
I think he's trying to make that double.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay.
How about, can you flip on top? I don't think that helps. Their shot.
Okay.
Freeze. I think let's make the double.
Okay.
Play here.
Okay.
Just here.
Okay.
Reed Carruthers.
Yes!
Oh, goodness.
Come on.
Yeah, that bad break. They jammed it at the back. But I tell you, they really just feathered the guard.
They did. You heard the panic yell.
Good throw. Try, Reed.
He just got by, and by hitting it that thick, it does bring that jam back into play.
Uh-oh. Fall through, Saville.
They got away with that jam at the back.
Return the favor.
But it's never good, is it, when you hear, uh-oh, halfway down.
Probably there, hey?
Hey, John.
A little less than half. We'll go this way. Peel.
Yeah.
Whoa.
John Meade.
Whoa.
Now jump it over. And off the top.
Nice shot.
Oh, and out. Well, we've seen both sides of John Meade. We saw that wonderful draw through the hole earlier, and now a terrific double.
And it's interesting, when you play this turn on this shot, a lot of the energy from the stone comes off once you hit it. But boy, talk about big weight and effective.
Good hit and roll on the other one, eh?
We're just thinking about the intern hit.
1 foot run back.
This one?
1 foot run back that's
I don't know.
angled. Not right.
No, we're just thinking about it.
I don't want, like, if you go there, if he ever sticks it, I guess I can freeze.
Okay.
Hack.
Good discussion, just thinking through the options. If you hit and you roll underneath, you still give Stoughton a very short run back for the shot.
Whoa. Just hack.
Whoa! Not heavy.
Right off. No. As long as it's through. It's right on the nose.
Not yet.
It's a hair
Yeah,
high.
it should be.
Yeah, it's through. It's
Follow
through.
through.
Make sure of it.
Follow
Make sure of
through.
it. Make sure of it.
Okay.
All right. It's interesting. One of the things that the Howard team has tried to do this year is try to limit their discussions, be a little bit more decisive. And it's probably due to the thinking time now coming into play. Rather than, I said to Craig Saville the other night, you've seen everything. And he goes, sure. And we still sometimes end up talking too much about something.
It is, and it's not, you can't skip by quorum. There's lots of times in the later ends where there's very busy houses where you really want to take a look at what's going on. But there's a lot more discussion sometimes than there needs to be over shots, and now that it is being timed, your thinking time, you have to pick and choose your moments for team discussions.
Whoa. Shot. Good.
It's good.
I think it's pretty good.
It's a good shot, no?
I like it.
That was bumped, but
I thought it was pretty good.
No, it was good.
It just started curling early, though.
Yeah.
60.
It just started to curl early, eh? Like it was going, and then...
Problem is, I knows it. I guess I knows it. He ever
He
goes
knows
in.
it.
Yeah. I think we got it, Wayne. We got to get in there.
Okay.
Okay. What is it going to do?
You
This
don't
is
have much
horrible.
air either.
No, I know. I think in here it's going to curl.
Yeah, and you're going to try and throw a hack?
I'd like to, but I'm worried if I get out here, it's not going to curl.
No, I don't think so either. I think
Try to go
like
tighter with a little more weight.
Heavy hack?
Heavy hack.
Heavy hack? And I think that's lots of ice for heavy hack.
I'm not sure it is, Wayne.
Over on sheet E. 8-5, but an opportunity here for Crystal Webster out of the Glencoe Club in Calgary to get a couple and trail by 1, going to 10 against Jennifer Jones, and but now, of course, being skipped by Caitlin Laws.
Line's great.
Well, Caitlin tried to run a guard that was
Pretty good
about
pass.
12 feet in front of the house to pick a stone out. Got the guard, but missed the
Hard.
stone in the
Need
house,
help?
and that created the opportunity for the Webster team, which is leading to the potential for 2.
Jerry Lynn Ramsey, Sam
Heavy hack.
Preston,
Little solid.
Aaron Carmody, Ramsey and Carmody, you may remember, of course, from the 2010 Scotties.
Solid hack. Good.
And they had that great run with Kathy O'Rourke in PEI. So it's a 1-point game after at one point Laws led it 7-2 after 4.
Let's make sure of this first.
Got a nice inside flip. Little discussion by Wayne and Glenn about where it would need to be to get the inside roll.
By that far.
Heavy hack, eh?
Heavy hack. And they were calling it Laws.
Wow.
And it went out by a foot and a half.
Foot and a half. Thanks,
That's
Jeff.
that in-turn spot.
Unbelievable. Here we are, and they're still talking about it.
Same half of the sheet, same area. 1, 3, 5, 7, and now 9.
Yeah. Now let me ask you something. Would you ever?
I
I probably have asked this at some point, but if that spot is so tricky, would you ever, as a team, play away from it?
You know,
Or
if
you
you
can't.
if you have a choice to draw with the in-turn and the out-turn, you can always throw the out-turn. But you can't shy away from the right call because you're not quite sure where to put the broom. You can maybe throw a little bit more weight and tighten the broom so that your odds are increased of making the shot, which is what he did.
Heavy! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Watch that roll, Reed, or Mark, but no. Beauty.
I tell you, it's,
Shot, Jeff.
they've played it well. You've got to give Stoughton credit here because, I mean, the last thing Howard wanted to do was give up a couple, but it's setting up, and Jeff and the team have played very well.
They have. That was a lovely shot.
Beauty.
His
You gonna
shooter
throw that?
rolled far
How
enough
hard
that
are you
the
gonna
double
throw?
is not there.
Too
I
flat.
like
Heavy hack?
heavy hack.
What I threw on mine?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
there?
So for Glenn, if he can make the hit and roll, can make it very tough for Jeff.
Rolling where now? In behind,
Behind
the center
the guard. Yeah,
the center
you bet.
guard?
You bet.
Okay. Or the off center guard. It's covering the 4 foot.
The guard.
It is the only
what's
guard
the
out
safer
there.
week?
Sorry, I have to get the speck off the glasses here. Oh, that's what it is. Final stone for Glenn Howard.
Clean.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Close, though. Close. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wow.
Close.
No.
Same.
Close.
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 Whoa, off. Right off. Right off.
4 feet.
Right off.
No, right to the nose and nothing more. Frustrating morning here in Moose Jaw for Glenn Howard.
A little heavy.
There you go. So there's always a reason, Kat.
Same weight?
Yeah,
or?
and you know he knows that. He's not confused about that. It was not the weight that he wanted to throw, and so it didn't get the finish.
But what an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Stoughton, final stone.
Nice weight.
Nice.
Yep.
Clean. Just clean. Just clean. Throw, Jeff.
The dust follow it in, and there it is. So for Jeff Stoughton, who scored a deuce in the first, his second 2-pointer comes in 9, and now Howard will have to come from behind. I want to update the game between Kevin Martin out of the Saville Sports Center in Edmonton and John Epping from the Donalda Club in Toronto. Epping in a 6-6 tie has to draw the button here for the win. He is a former Players Champion on the men's tour of 2012. He's a Canadian Mixed Champion, Ontario Junior Champion, and he is one cool customer. 29-year-old John Epping, native of Peterborough, Ontario. And look what he does here with Scott Bailey and Scott Howard and Dave Mathers. Puts it on the edge of the tee line for the win. Make the final 7-6. Epping a winner over Kevin Martin. And Epping has really done well, as you can see, against Kevin Martin, now career 5-2. As we welcome you back, we go to the 10th, our featured game. Jeff Stoughton scoring a big deuce in 9. So here in 10, Stoughton leads 7-5, but it is Howard that has last rock. He has the hammer playing the Yellowstones.
Well, and you see those two stones, Mark Nichols making the great draw on his first one to the top of the button. Glenn Howard corners with the corner guard, and then that second stone you just saw come in. And we are underway here in 10.
You gotta go line.
Yep, hard.
Okay, you're by.
Line's good.
You're by. It's tight.
Line's
though.
good.
Line's
All
tight.
there. Whoa,
Line's
then.
good. Whoa.
See line anyway.
Line's good.
Works. Okay.
Shot.
And so for Jeff, because he took that 2 points in 9, will waste no time, remove that corner guard. That's the stone that's going to get him in all sorts of trouble.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Good.
Easy.
Good.
Easy.
Shot.
Sorry, Glenn. You can be honest.
Well, it's time now for the M&M Meat Shop's Final End Challenge, and the secret word is dessert. Right after the game, go to finalend.ca and enter the secret word dessert for a chance to win a trip for 2 to the 2014 World Junior Curling Championships in Flims, Switzerland.
Room right now.
Remember, there are 2 S's.
Line's
One
pretty
gets you a
good.
trip to the Sahara.
That's what
good.
Should be good.
Like it's curl.
Just
That's
clean.
really slow ice, I tell you. It catches. Yeah,
Okay.
I looked at desert.
Yep.
Dessert.
Okay.
Vic.
Yep.
Good.
Throw. Good.
Reed Carruthers.
Yep.
You know, you said very early
Clean.
when we were talking about the ice, it comes down to execution.
Yes.
And at this point,
Shots, Reed.
fair to say, it just has been
Shot, bud.
on occasion, on those really important shots, Stoughton's team has executed better.
Here, Reed.
You know what? I would almost agree with you except for the word team, because when we take a look, the teams have been pretty equal. The difference has been on those really big shots, Jeff has outcurled Glenn by about 20%. And as a skip, when you're able to do that, even if your team is struggling, there have been more last 2 stones made by Jeff than there have been by Glenn so far in this game.
Good. Line's good.
Line's good. Clean. Yep. Clean.
Oh.
Clean.
Throw iron.
Good job.
Yep. Clean.
Jeff continuing to remove that corner guard.
Good.
Now, this is where the change in the timing comes into play. We're now doing the thinking time, of course, and this is one of the reasons they made this change, is because of the fact that Stoughton, throwing nothing but takeouts, uses little or no time, and
Take a timeout.
And now a timeout is being called, and Howard playing the draws, of course, would be penalized in the old system.
You are right. That's the time that you see left on their thinking time clock.
Now they're into a 90-second timeout.
He goes, yeah, he gets
And
them all.
gets them all. But no, yeah, that's real thin, though, to get this one.
Well, it depends where you are.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. They still got it picked in.
Yeah.
Draw even with that one around kind of thing?
They can make a run at it.
I'm thinking trying to go around.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
Obviously, we just can't be deep. Deep's disastrous.
Oh, if we're deep, we still have. These are staggers.
Staggered, yeah.
If he makes the double, he might stick there. It might end up being better.
Certainly don't want to be here.
But yeah.
That's pretty thin. Like I said, this is real thin.
That's true.
He's running this one because he wants this one out of the way.
It's our only chance for 3.
That's our only chance for 3.
It's only our chance. Let's
Good
go.
chance for 2 as well.
Let's do it.
Okay. You threw that draw a couple times. It's good here. 4.5.
Yeah.
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 So where do you want it? Dead even with that one?
I think, yeah, right.
Back 4.
Okay.
Spike the back 4.
While we have a moment, Kathy, let's check out the game story, and it's brought to you by M&M Meat Shops. Frozen food at its best.
Well, if you remember the first end, it was all Howard line 3 at one point. Jeff made one good draw, and Glenn just went by, gave him an opportunity for the deuce, and that really started the momentum for Team Stoughton. And in last end, Jeff's great roll took away any chance of a double, and that's how we got that other important deuce.
And the difference in the skip numbers, 85%
Gotta go line.
To 69.
as compared to 69.
Gotta go hard
That
line.
is the story for sure.
Where are you?
T-line.
You gotta go.
Yep.
You gotta go.
Yep.
You gotta go real hard.
Hard.
You gotta go real hard. Come on, guys. You gotta go hard.
We
You gotta
talked
go
about
hard.
where to go. They're
Gotta
trying
go
to go
hard.
around
Bounce
those
it.
2 red stones.
Bounce it a bit.
Just light. Just light.
They didn't quite get it out.
Well, just light more than anything.
It's flashing red, guys. Take it off.
Okay.
Doesn't he just
make the firm
hold on,
firm?
Hold. If we hit this, he doubles and rolls.
Oh,
in
you're
front of
just
us.
exit. Just exit.
And we have the final on sheet E. As Jennifer Jones, you take a look at Caitlin Laws, who has picked up the skipping duties, will pick up a win, make the final 8-7 over Crystal Webster in this opening draw of women's play at the Canada Cup.
Good.
Okay. Sorry, John.
Okay.
I'm thinking we knows that one, but we'll talk after.
Good shot. Good.
You might know the
Trying to throw and I'm getting told.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Line's tight.
That's it there. It's tight.
Hit it a bit.
Line's good.
Hard.
Line's good.
Yep.
Hard. Hard. You gotta go line. You gotta go line. Keep going. You gotta go line. You gotta keep going line though. Come on, boys. Everything you got. Everything you got. Come on. Okay.
You heard Glenn say you got to go line, just trying to get to the other side of that stone to remain on the inside.
What?
And I threw it with, I wasn't light.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the way I needed my first one.
Yeah.
I was more worried about throwing it through.
Oh, jeez.
No, the first one.
Oh.
I wasn't sure whether it's quicker or slower out there.
Who knows?
Is that right, Jeff? Yeah. Okay.
There's still a lot of frustration there, isn't there?
There is.
You can just see it in their comments and Glenn's reaction.
Yep. Whoa, clean. Yep. Just clean it. Just clean it.
That's fine.
You need 2.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
You're afraid you're gonna have a thin double.
Yeah, right. Or the raise.
You can't hit that top one though.
Well, here.
I say you do that.
No, they're gonna have the thin.
That's still the best chance to get 3. Right?
Yeah.
How the heck did you freeze today?
I know, it's not easy.
You're right, though.
What do you guys see?
Take
Yeah,
another
maybe.
time. Take another time. Time out. Whoever's
Lots
looking.
of time.
Taking your second of 2.
I think if we make a real good one here, it's not easy, but if we make a good one there,
Yeah.
if he blasts it, then we got a shot for 2.
Yeah.
If he
Yeah.
noses it, we have more. But he's bringing in 3 into play.
Well, then we got maybe a slip or something here.
Yeah, or if he ever blasts, well, yeah, I guess if he rolls in.
Yeah, unless he rolls out, he's not really bringing 3 into play. If we freeze and he noses,
You have
might
a slip
that.
really thin, yeah. But
They'll be almost, like his will be in front of the tee line.
Yeah.
It'll be perfect.
Yeah.
It's
I think
just,
the freeze is the right shot.
if I can get
Okay,
it there,
let's do it then.
I think I got to go. The only turn I know is this one.
Well, we just threw it, so.
Okay. I think you got, yeah, you're going to be coming by.
I know it's tight.
Like just by these.
Yeah,
right?
it's there.
Yeah.
It's there, though. Wayne got his tight.
Yeah, sounds
We're
like
still
it.
not that far off.
You have to feather both those stones, top 8 and then the one top 4.
Yeah, they're not comfortable playing the other turn. I agree with the call. You want to play the freeze on that stone if you can get to the inside just a wee bit. So frozen, almost on the nose. Jeff's going to make a play at it. May bring in the deuce.
But why not? Is it the other turn?
My hair last, Wayne.
Well, it's a pure comfort level. It's not necessarily going to over curl, although if you think that they have been taking ice out into the 12-foot to get to the center line when it makes that break point, they just don't feel comfortable with how to get it there.
Want to go line,
Big
early line.
make here for Glenn Howard. He needs to be frozen, needs to be somewhere
Whoa,
Line
to
only.
make Stoughton
Gotta go line and nose it.
force him to make a play.
Yes, line. Yes. Yes. Hard.
Go, Brent.
Boy, I tell you. Whether he was surprised by the amount of curl there again, they just couldn't hold it for him.
No.
Didn't quite get it out.
I don't think he
What's that?
Didn't quite get it out to either.
Well,
It's
there
tough
again.
shot.
As
You know,
I said,
he-
it had to be
Yeah, paper. Oh, I know.
paper those red
Oh, I
ones.
know.
He, Glenn's been very honest.
Yeah, didn't get out to the broom.
You know, there's been a self-analysis here.
Yeah. That was firm, like.
Oh,
up,
yeah.
Like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So the same, Jeff? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Jeff.
Stoughton and his last.
Yep. Hard.
Leading
Whoa.
by 2.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Really hard, guys. Really hard.
Good. Nice.
And one goes out the back.
I was going to say,
Is
whoa.
it possible here?
I was going to say, whoa.
Yeah.
Is it possible?
Roll leads, I don't know.
Well, it's
I think the key is I don't want to throw a lot of weight.
you gotta.
Well, not really. I just got to get those out of the 8-foot. Right?
Wow.
Oh, goodness.
You're not hitting this one very hard,
No, no. But I got to. Okay. Like
right?
solid normal?
Yeah. Like I think you got to try and hang the shooter on.
Yeah, hanging on over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Solid
It's
normal.
interesting,
Solid
you know, in the
normal.
last call, if Jeff had hit it and rolled out the other way, there would have been
We're close,
opportunities for sure, or they would have taken away on any of the opportunity for Glenn.
Solid
But
normal.
now the triple is certainly there.
You got it.
You hit it just on the side of the where the broom side. It comes back. This goes there, and your shooter rolls across to the 12-foot.
Wow. And you heard Stoughton say to John Meade, I was going to call you off
Yeah.
because
Yep.
he was sweeping for something else. That stone going out the back has opened this door. Now the question is, can they make the shot? Here they go, trying to hold it for him. Lang, Saville. No, it came up, and it'll be 2 more for Stoughton here in 10. He couldn't hold the line for him. Make the final 9-5 as Jeff Stoughton, looking to get that direct ticket to the curling trials in Winnipeg, takes step number 1.